Intro. Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, come on in. Don't be shy, don't stall. We got a funky vibe, yeah. Welcome all. It's a safe spot where the truth of mine. Share your thoughts, leave your worries behind. Woo! Defenseless, that's where you belong. Click that like and groove along. Hit subscribe, let the love flow free. Join the fam where you're meant to be. Got mysteries, stories, feeling right. We dig deep, ain't no secrets to hide. No judgment here, just an open crew. We're all about justice and the honest view. Yeah, defenseless, that's where you belong. Click that like and groove along. Hit subscribe, let the love flow free. Join the fam where you're meant to be.
Woo!
Woohoo! Hello.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. G'day, Governor.
Good day, Governor.
How is ya?
I am doing good this morning. How are you?
Oh, shit up. That's excellent. Oop, get off there.
All right.
How
I'm
are
okay.
we all today? Welcome. Let me get my comments up.
I don't have Brandy. Brandy's not up yet. Where'd she go? She was on there.
She'll be
She'll
back.
be back. She'll be
Miss
back.
Tricia, lovely to
No,
see
don't
you.
need to. Hello, Tricia.
Bless her. Cotton little socks, eh? Good Friday morning. Just. What is it, 10 to 12? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, I can put them on screen. Here we go.
It's 11:48 a.m. where I'm at.
It's 2:48 a.m. where I'm at.
Oh,
But I didn't get up till very, very late. Sorry. Well, we better say hello first. Welcome to the Defense
Welcome.
Rest. I'm Jody. This beautiful woman here is Miss Tyre. That one there.
that's me. That's me.
Oh,
Hiya.
yeah. This is my beautiful new microphone.
I love it.
It looks like a bong. I swear it does.
It does.
Or like a microscope. Anyway,
It does.
I got it on. I actually got it for free because it's with the phone company that I have. When you accrue points with your bills, and I've never spent the rewards points, so I got that for nothing. Shit up, thanks. It's pretty like.
Yeah.
Now, Brandy was here. She's about to join us again. I think her phone rang in the middle of the intro. So today we've been watching the video of Judge Mullins and Mickey Steins. If you don't know, it's the Sheriff Mickey Steins from Letcher County, allegedly shot and killed Judge Mullins in his chambers in the Letcher County Courthouse. And there is CCTV footage of the entire episode. There is no audio with it. The audio was removed at the request of Mickey's attorneys because it's obviously evidence and part of an ongoing investigation. So it can't be aired. So we don't know what's said. We don't know what triggered it. We have our theories. We have a lot of inside information and a lot of people from there, and Tyre, one of them, that know a lot of people in the area and basically telling the story. So we've been able to put quite a few things together. So today we are going to watch a few things from this video. Firstly, we're going to watch the delivery that Mickey and Michael Clark were called out to that morning when everyone went to lunch at the pub. And it appears that may have been the trigger for the way Mickey behaved when he came back. It's alleged that because him and Michael Clark were regularly delivering meals to the community, and this was just another call, and it was a call from a regular customer The only difference was that it was at a different address, and the address was way out in the middle of nowhere. And his attorney has alleged that he was in fear of his life while he was out there. And then he returns to the courthouse and proceeds to unalive the judge. But we're not convinced. We're true crimers. We've seen a lot of crime scene videos, a lot of crime scene photos, and something doesn't add up. Not even a little bit. So we'll let you be the judge of that, but we will start at this. The video starts at it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and it's
Jody,
Yes,
before
darling.
we start, what kind
Yes.
of gun was he supposedly using?
It's supposed to have been his state issued.
Which
What's
is
that? I don't know.
is that a 9mm? Is that a
I have no idea what it is.
Brandy might know? Hold on.
So,
Let's put her on here and see.
is
Brandy,
it just
Booty,
what kind of gun would Mickey have been using?
40 caliber. Dad knew.
40 cal.
Yeah.
40 cal. Okay.
so just a 40 caliber handgun, that like a Glock type of thing? 9mm, is it? Is that the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. 9,
And-
45, 5, 40. Yeah, they're
and it-
all.
And just remember, and keep this in the back of your mind. Mickey is the county
And he
sheriff.
shot
the
how
county
many
sheriff.
shoots? 8 shot?
9.
9 shot. Okay.
Nine
9
shots.
bullets it
9
takes him to
times.
do the deed at nearly point blank range.
hmm
Just saying.
Really?
Now, whilst I say that we're watching a video of this shooting, it is not graphic in any way. It could be
Yeah.
disturbing if you don't.
It should be graphic, is my point. Okay, I'm going to
Yes.
shut up.
Yes, but but trigger warning basically is what I'm saying. Yeah. But
Yeah,
you
trigger
don't-
warning. It's
don't
don't-
see
yeah,
anything.
it's not going to be what you expect.
No,
I don't think
no, it's not.
whenever you hear about somebody being shot at point blank range or from 5
Yeah.
feet away. That's my point. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
You won't be horrified by
Yeah.
any nasty. All right, so we're
Or
starting
Mickey
at.
won't be covered in any.
Pardon, love?
I said, and Mickey also doesn't show signs of any blood on him. So,
No, we're going to start at the point where they are leaving. Mickey and Michael are leaving the sheriff's office to go on their food delivery. Okay,
okay.
and ready, please, Mr. Music. Oh yeah, I took the music off. Because I was going to do sound effects. That's right.
Yeah, we have some.
Yes, we do. All right, so he's headed
Yeah,
on
they're
out to
just making the
park.
loop because
Yeah.
our town has a really weird, like, one way only kind of stuff.
So this bit here, this is when they're returning. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So hang on. They leave at 2:36.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is that right, or is this when they're coming home? Have I stuffed it?
2:36 is when they come back in because
Oh.
the killing or
Yeah.
the incident happened at 3 something, 3 I think.
So when does Mickey leave?
They would leave right after lunch. Right as they're coming, because he had already left, I think, the lunch at that time,
There it is
hadn't he?
there, I think. There.
There.
1:30, that's when he's leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, a delivery should have took all day. The deliveries that they normally would do should
only
have
had the
took
one,
them
didn't they?
all evening.
They only had the one that day, didn't they?
Yeah. The mysterious one that nobody knows where and who and
Yes. So we were going through this before. So this is the man in the dark shirt. Did we find his name?
that quilt touches the ground. I
Yeah,
never realized that.
that's his robe, isn't it?
Yes, it does. That's a good point, Brandy. I'm glad you
Holy
pointed that out. That's
moly.
gonna, yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna be
That could be
something to take
absorptive.
note of by the end of this video. Whenever I get my
I
research
don't
ready
think
to
it would
present.
affect. I still don't think it would affect what.
Well, he's
Yeah.
up against it and it's on the floor.
Fabric
So
wicks. Fabric wick fluid.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop blood spatter.
That's
Just
yeah.
saying.
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's just coming back now.
Mm-hmm. Now wait, right here. I love
Yeah. Now,
where
watch the
he
man.
glances.
Yeah. This is Mickey here. This is Michael Clark, the preacher man. Watch his face as he walks past. Now, there is a CCTV camera, obviously, in the corner of this hallway. And right around this side, that's where the entrance to the chambers is. So just watch.
He
Ah,
glances.
it's blurry. He's
Yeah,
glancing at the camera to check. Yeah.
you can tell he has a criminal background.
So there is
Looking for the
absolutely
Yeah,
camera.
nothing
that
in
seems
that
like
corner.
conditioning to me. Hello, real Trump.
So there's
Like
absolutely
cultural
nothing in that
conditioning.
corner.
Like that's something I always do. Is like the first thing I do when I walk
That's
in a
what I'm
building
saying. You
is
can
just
tell.
plot the cameras, and it's not so much that I'm a criminal. It's just that
No, we
almost
think
like I can sit there, like I can feel somebody looking at me,
it's
and I'm
not.
just like, what is that? Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe
Yeah.
I said it wrong. It's not really a criminal thing because I do it too. It's just like we're observant of.
Yes, taking every aspect
Yeah,
in.
just making an observation. Okay,
Very,
that
very
camera's
fine.
watching me. Noted. You know what I
It's
mean?
like-
Like noted.
Yeah,
There's
but
a
how
camera
many
over there.
times?
Noted.
But
I don't
Ty,
know
how
why I
many
do that.
times a day does he walk past that camera and
And
that
not
day
even
he
glance
just
up and look up. Exactly. He knows
that
where the
day?
cameras are already.
Yep.
He already knows where that camera's at. So if he's looking at it, that's probably something that's on his mind.
It's like police officers when they go out for dinner, they always sit with their facing the door so they can see who's coming in and out.
Yep.
I think inmates do that too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Anybody
That's
that's
me.
been institutionalized, we do that too.
They
Yeah.
go to the
Now,
back
what-
corner.
Yeah. Or we like booths where we can like, put our backs in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. We're at him.
All right. So what surprises me is that when Mickey comes in and boots everybody out, Michael Clark does nothing, says nothing. If he had an inkling as to Mickey's mood and what had gone down allegedly, his life being threatened out there on the road. Yeah, I don't know.
Why
So
didn't he first come in and help Mickey explain it to the judge? Hey, this was weird.
yes,
Or why didn't
That's
he
what I would
when
think.
he
If he
got
was like best friends with both of them, you would think that he would be like, hey, y'all both need to sit the fuck down. Like if it's me and my group of friends, me, Brandy, Brianna, and all these girls, like, hey, y'all, we need to fucking have a family meeting.
yeah.
Family meeting.
Or-
Sit the fuck down, let's
or-
talk about
This
this.
is what just
You know what I
happened.
mean?
I witnessed it. Let's fucking sort it out because
Yeah.
Michael knew what was going on. He
yeah,
absolutely knew
Yeah.
what was going on.
That's odd to me too. If they're such good friends and they're
because
know?
well, too, Ty, if he was such a good friend, the minute my one friend showed he ain't acting right,
show distress in any
And
way,
throw-
right?
and
Like we
threw-
read
and
each
you-
other's energy and moods. Like
and if you
can,
threw
know.
me out of a room and say you and Sarah was in it, but you threw me out, I would go to the next person I could find and be like, listen, Ty and Sarah's in there and they're not acting right and we
They're
need to go
acting
in
funny.
here.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, he knew. He
Absolutely.
Knew
That's
something
what-
had gone on because
See, that's
He
what
knew
got
something
me
had gone on
about that
because he
whole
had it.
fucking lawsuit that Kevin's wife brought against the sheriff's office. Like she's trying to say, well, they didn't warn anybody that Mickey was acting funny. Who should have? The last people that was with him, maybe.
Yep.
You know,
And he knew because of his behaviour when Mickey
he wasn't
Lee
named in that lawsuit. He was the last person with Mickey. So if anybody was responsible for saying, hey, something's up with him, he's acting off, wouldn't it be him?
Oh,
Not the sheriff's
Christina
office?
and someone else had taken him to the doctor the day before, hadn't they?
Yeah.
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 Right.
He seems very calm there. He's got his hands in his pocket. He's swaying back and forth, you know. And then all of a sudden, something.
Now, this woman here is Kevin Mullins' clerk of courts. This
Yeah.
here is Preacher Man. We haven't figured out who he is just yet.
He works with rehab or with.
Yeah, and this
Some
is the
kind of-
lady from Goodwill. And they're all involved in what is it? The
rehab game, or rehabilitation or re-entry.
That's right. So that's the re-entry program that we were talking about the other day where they get the funding, the federal funding. Is that right?
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Elizabeth. Ooh. How you doing? Damn, preacher man. Damn. All right, so they all fuck off. And right, where's the next one? 1829.
He's put them all out.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Let's play from here. Has he got the phone yet? No.
See, that's what I'm saying. It takes them a minute. This is
Mm.
normal, relaxed, leg folded. Hey.
Yeah. Having a fag. Had a coffee. Come on. L.
Now,
So
right
get-
there, I would have, yeah. He asked
Now I
for
want
the phone.
to see
Now
how does he
what?
unlock it.
Still very relaxed.
There wasn't a lock screen on it, unless it was a.
So that means it was an Android? Because
Well-
iPhones can't not have a lock screen. Do you know many
Uh,
judges that carry burner phones?
Androids, you don't
That's
have
all
to
I-
have them.
It must be an Android then.
Yeah.
Sarah
I would
said you
expect-
can
I
do
would
it.
expect the judge to have an iPhone or a Samsung or something.
That was the
like
number. He
An
typed a phone
Android
number.
that has a face lock on it or something. Wouldn't you?
You know how they said he was trying to ring Lila and his phone number wasn't in the phone phone? He actually just dialed a number. Like
Yeah,
digitally
that-
put the number
like he
in.
dialed it all the way in. Right.
He didn't check the
He
like
didn't
you
go
get a
through
contact.
contact.
No.
He dialed
Yeah.
it
But
in.
then that doesn't mean that the contact didn't come up after he typed it in either.
Right.
But he's ringing someone, which is allegedly his daughter.
his daughter, I reckon.
Hang on. Oh. You told me to put sounds in it.
Now he also gets a phone call. I've been told from a relative, and you can see him on. Or was that it?
No, when he's walking up the side, or
While he's sitting there talking to Kevin, it
Oh.
showed at one of the, or maybe I'm imagining, I don't know. I thought I seen there was one time he was talking to somebody and it had like the screen was lit up, like there was somebody, like he was FaceTiming with somebody on
okay.
Messenger. And they said that was his aunt, the
Okay.
one he had stayed with the night before. Because his behavior was so erratic the night before that he didn't stay home that night. He stayed at a relative's house or his aunt's house.
Hmm.
And I don't know if she was calling to check on him or.
Oh, bugger. Yeah, so when Mickey stands up, I'll just go back that tiny bit. As soon as he stands up, he pulls his shirt up over the holster of the gun. Ready? Go. Bang. Gun
That was
exposed.
a-
There was
to
no
me, that
reaction
was
from
a
Kevin
show.
at all. Hey?
I honestly think that was a show at first. That was like a hey, look at it.
There's no reaction from Kevin. He didn't even flinch.
Because he
Didn't
knows
go,
Mickey.
Hey, what's that?
Because he knows Mickey. He probably didn't think Mickey, because I don't think he had the cojones to do it. That's what kind of.
I don't either. I really don't either.
Right.
I don't think. No.
It's nothing.
And now he's got his gun out.
Brandy's phones are ringing, I think.
Check the door. No, it locks the door. There's premeditation right there. That would have given you the death penalty. Has that been taken off the table?
What?
The death
Death
penalty?
penalty? I don't know.
Because
I think that was
That
kind
was
of their
death penalty,
point in
isn't it?
thinking insanity, wasn't it?
that's why they're going for it. If he gets
That's
the
why they're going for
temporary
insanity to take that
that
off the
takes it
table.
off the table automatically. But I don't think he
I
is.
saw
and I
something
don't
this
think he-
morning on Facebook, and I don't know if it's accurate, so nobody quote me on this, but it might be something to look into and see if it is, or maybe you know, Jody, that they're blaming it on a tick bite.
They're blaming on what?
A tick bite.
Oh,
It's
you're fucking
insanity.
kidding me.
Did you see
How
that?
ridiculous. No,
I know,
didn't.
it's fucking preposterous.
You can, but no, just no.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
we've seen he wasn't psychotic. He had a very calm, normal conversation with Trotter afterwards. He was having a laugh. He was remembering his boxing days as a younger man. And it wasn't until the Kentucky State Police, the other guy, the bald guy, what was his name? Where's she got? Here she is.
I don't know.
Brandy, who was the bald guy in the after the arrest when they were talking in the hallway that he was
The
that Mickey
bald
was
one?
anxious? Yeah.
That's in the state police uniform?
Oh, Randy Combs, wasn't it?
Well, no. Okay. Well, you got on the response team, the blonde headed kind of real military cut kind of blonde hair.
Mhm.
That's Randy Combs. And then you also have Mickey talking to Anthony Trotter and
That's who the body cam footage it is.
and Jason Bates. Jason Bates and Anthony Trotter are the two that done the transport.
Okay, so which one is it that Mickey looks at and starts getting anxious about and scared? Where he
Randy.
starts saying, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Randy Combs?
Randy Combs.
Okay,
Yep.
thought that.
And you know, he was standing there with other members of the sheriff's department, so I mean, he knew the other people standing there. So it just kind
Yeah,
of
but
was.
his body language was very aggressive, very
Yes.
in his face. Yeah. Yeah.
That's just him. He's
Yeah.
super trooper. I mean, I like him. Don't get me wrong. I shouldn't have said it like that. I really do. He's one of those straight laced, by the book. I mean, yeah. By the book scares them to death, though. So, I mean, you know.
They don't know what the book is, I don't think.
Exactly. So, but he's a really good guy. He saved my life once, and I can say that for him. So,
Well, I'm glad he did.
yeah,
Right.
me and
This is
Sarah.
It's about to go down. Now, I want you to pay attention as to the direction that the bullets would, like the trajectory, and the aftermath, so to speak.
See, I think even then he was thinking Mickey ain't gonna do this, but
Yeah.
then he
So
did.
2 shots went off then,
Yep.
headed in that direction to that wall, yeah?
Yeah.
And Kevin has rolled down this side of the desk. That's convenient, isn't it? Out of camera shot. Just saying.
Yeah.
But he's still alive. Oh, he's on his back there. Oh, no. There we go.
Was he? Well,
Now,
never mind.
see that angle? Did you see that angle?
That's shooting downward towards
Yes.
his back.
Yes.
Like downward.
Sitting up, hovels down. Right. What? 2 feet max. Max. On that angle, what would be here?
Better.
You think?
Yeah.
Look at that. And that's closer, okay?
Do you
That's
see any?
going, that's going
Now
down that
wait.
way.
It's even
There would
more.
be shit ton over here.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, what? That's aimed at head height, at Kevin's head, not body. So
I got a story to tell you about blood if you
one
want.
bullet should have done that trick, yeah? From that
Yeah, I
angle
mean,
and
it's
that
close.
range.
Yes, close range. It should have been enough. That's why it was kind of
Absolutely.
overkill.
So I think that was 4 or 5. And then we get another
Then he
couple this
pushes
way.
the desk out. You can see him
Right.
move the toy underneath
Yeah.
the desk.
Yep. So let me just watch that again.
He
I might
kicks it or
actually slow it.
something.
I'll do it
I
in
mean, his
slow-mo.
head is right up against the quilt.
Yes. Let's slow it. Okay. Play.
And he's still
Still moving.
ducking. There's no holes in the walls either.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
There's no
No
smoke from the
recoil.
gun.
There's no smoke from the gun.
Two more.
Did they take powder evidence from Mickey's hands?
No, I said the same thing. Dad's like,
They would have
well,
done
they
that if I
already
shot
knew.
somebody. They would
They
have done
already
that if
knew
I
who
shot
did it.
somebody.
Well, like Dad said, they had a video of who did it, so they probably didn't deem it was even necessary to do it.
Still
But let me tell
investigating.
you a little quick story about blood real quick.
Yeah.
My brachial artery in my arm literally exploded on me. And I had a place that the artery had came through, so I knew when it ruptured or I would have bled to death and died and wouldn't have known it. But before we could get a towel wrapped around my arm to hold pressure and kind of keep it till they could get me to the hospital, we soaked the bathroom floor. And we were terrified it was going to run out and, the baby see it and scare her.
Yeah. Yep.
So I remember us taking towels and just throwing them on the ground to try to soak it up. So you're talking about a very small place made that much blood. But I understand it was an artery, but that quick. But so that just tells you kind of how blood leaves the body. It goes quick.
Yeah. Hey, Udahab, how you going? Long time no see, love. The master. And hello. Is it Amanda Devans? Hello and welcome. Welcome.
When Lexi cut my arm, it looked like there was somebody slaughtered a fucking pig in that guy's living room.
See, that's what my bathroom looked like, Ty.
I mean, it was on the fucking ceilings and every goddamn where.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
And my arm, let me just send my phone up here and show you my scar. Okay, my arm, it cut like right down deep into the bones and everything. It all come out. And when my heart would beat, and it wasn't tied off, this is even 3-4 days later, we take the tourniquet off, and my heart would beat, and it would shoot blood across the room.
That's what happened with me. They had to go in up under my armpit to take another artery or another vein to make me an artery. So, but what I'm saying is, the blood spray was on the, you can ask Sarah sitting here, it was on the walls, it was on the floor.
Yeah,
it was
arterial. Yep.
Yes.
It was
and
everywhere.
Whenever my aunt shot herself in the heart, I was a little girl when it happened, and I saw her in the bathtub after. I came in after school and found her in the bathtub. She had shot herself in the heart. So she was in a tub full of blood, but there was blood on the walls behind her. It was literally still dripping from the ceiling. From the ceiling.
So,
and that was one shot that she turned that gun, pointed toward her at arm's length. She didn't shoot herself up close. They said it was at arm's length, and she shot herself. And that far away, it fucking exploded onto the ceilings and everywhere. It was all over the floor. There was literally blood in the floor outside of the bathroom when I came in.
Why would you hold the gun away from you if you're doing it yourself?
I have no idea. That's just what they
That's
said.
another question.
That's another fucking question.
You would not do that. You were doing it to yourself. Shot.
My mommy had her own ideas about what happened there.
Her mommy did.
About that one day.
100%.
She believes that another one of her sisters was murdered by suffocation. Another one of her sisters was ruled a suicide and said she suffocated herself with a pillow.
Yeah.
And she was pregnant when she died.
You can suffocate yourself with a pillow, can you? Because you can hold it down.
Apparently, that's what they think.
Yeah.
Listen, when women pass away back home, it's not you know.
You're 100% right there, Ron. You don't bleed when you're unalived, and that was my argument with the Karen Reid trial, because John had on his right hand 2 puncture wounds with bruising around them that looked like IV cannulas, and so they would have had to have been done whilst his heart was still beating, but no one has picked that up.
There's
Nobody.
always those little tales that
Yep, the
they
little
hope
detail.
that nobody picks up on or nobody notices, or
We got us a gun-toting hillbilly here. She got a license to carry. There's 9mm. Leaves a pisting matin. Oh my God, I can't even say it. A misting pattern. Due to the high velocity impact, I know that's what. So have you been to, do you practice shooting it like at the range or at your kids? All right. I want to watch this slow motion and see the distance, because I think it's actually quite a fairway way when he does the first couple of shots, and which would mean more splatter.
Yep.
Okay. So that's just before it goes off. So if that was done, yeah.
Should be some blood spatter on the wall right there underneath and on that window ledge,
You
and
think?
possibly on those vertical blinds. Since the blinds are closed.
Even if he goes down here, you're still.
And watch, there's
And
not
shoots
even nothing even blows the blinds or
Right.
anything.
So that's just before it
See,
goes off.
that's what.
Hold on, let me get zoomed in.
That would be everywhere.
You would think.
Everywhere.
You would think.
Can I zoom in from this or not?
Anybody ever shot a pumpkin? Went to a shooting range? Fucking
I don't
shot
think
some
I can.
beer cans? I mean, fuck, put some liquid in a beer can and shoot it and see where all the liquid goes.
Well, we've
It ain't
seen
hard to puzzle
plenty
it
of
out
times
that
seen
this
photos.
is not what's going on here. It's not what they're claiming. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's not what they're claiming.
Even at that angle, his head is still above that windowsill. Yeah, see? That now they cut that bit out. It's a split second, but look at the trajectory. Yeah? He's already shot to here.
Yeah.
Okay? At the level that's aimed at, that's
It didn't chunk out the wall.
nothing.
Those are block walls painted.
And there's no
Oh,
smearing.
did you see that? Like he fell down behind. He raised up there and then fell back down.
It was very convenient how he fell, isn't it?
Did you catch that? Go back.
What was
A
that?
half a second.
So, one thing I
Okay,
don't understand
watch
is
this.
whenever I was outside of the courthouse, whenever it happened, they said that there was splatter everywhere, bone fragments, that it was
Oh,
worse
fuck
than
off.
a horror movie. So where's the gore?
No, the fuck there
Yeah.
ain't, because it's on video.
Yep.
But yeah, that was what I had heard standing outside of the courthouse that day. And I don't see no
Have you seen
splatter
this
nowhere.
video?
Okay, watch him come up behind on the side of the desk over there. Where
Have
them
you seen this
plugins are.
video? Sarah,
Yeah,
have you seen this video?
yeah. Yeah, I seen it. I just
See, look
it
how
just
he crawled
confused
in
me. How did
behind
it go
there.
from being
If
gory
he just
to
shot
like
him,
not?
Sorry, what?
I said, how did it go from being gory, like from the rumors,
gore.
to no gore?
Yeah.
people coming out of the courthouse saying it was gory, but there's no gore.
No one saw it coming out of the
Right,
courthouse.
and then who was supposedly in there to be seeing it to begin with? Bone fragments and stuff. Should nobody be in there but somebody qualified?
So by all rights, he should
Oh,
have had.
now he sat back up and rode forward.
But the trajectory, he would have had
Even
an
though
upper
he's
body
been
shot.
shot in the upper body like 4 times
Yes.
already, right?
No shoulders, no head wound, nothing.
Nothing, and he's still rolling around.
Correct. And there's no blood smear where his hands have been,
Nothing.
on the walls.
But
Yeah.
he just grabbed
Ready.
hold of that quilt. Did you see that? He grabbed right a hold of that quilt and pulled himself
Did he?
forward on it. He touched it. There should have been blood on it if he touched it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Sits
His
himself up.
foot hits it
Got some
there.
strength there.
Look at it.
Yeah.
He grabs
And
it right
ducks
there.
again.
See how it moves?
Look at that.
That's direct point fucking blank almost. There's
Now-
no spatter. That should have spattered up on the walls, back
There
toward
is-
Mickey. There should be
With the
back spatter.
caliber of gun that it was, it should have had some
Yeah.
type of splatter.
There
Yeah.
should
Well,
be
they
some
said that
smoke.
it was so bad that they had to have a cleaning crew come in that day, and it took them 3 days to 2 or 3 days to do it. So why did it take them that long to do it if there wasn't
Is
that
felt
much?
still up there?
I have no clue, to be honest.
Look at that.
He
Straight
reaches
down.
over and gets closer, straight down.
And then 2 more from the other side of the desk.
Hunkers down to do it.
Yeah.
Nope.
The video's not fake. Well, if the video was fake,
It's a-
wouldn't they just include some blood if it's something you need to make it look, there's no blood at all? Like,
Right.
what's being alleged here? No, we're not alleging that the video is fake.
No, the video is real. The
We're
bullets
alleging that the bullets are
don't think-
fake.
are real. I think the bullets are fake.
Absolutely. But
I don't think this motherfucker's dead.
no, neither do I. There is
If I find
absolutely
him, I'm pressing
no-
charges.
no blood splatter anywhere. None. Not a drip, not a drop.
Anybody
Nothing.
that has watched any type of forensics when they're
Yeah,
doing
crime scene.
something
Anybody that's killed a fucking deer,
knows. Yeah,
Knows.
exactly.
there's going to be blood when you shoot
Yeah.
something 9 times.
And
Don't
then
matter what the fuck its species is or
We
what circumstances. You shoot, put 9 bullets in something,
With-
there's going to be
with-
blood.
Even with as many bullets, where he landed back there by that one chair where the desk is like tilted, when his head went back towards the window,
Yep.
there should be some type of blood we're seeing on the ground. There should
Tears
be
from his
something.
hands or something.
By this
Right,
time,
at
he's
the
been
very
shot so
least,
many
the
times, he should have so
handprint
much
on
blood
that.
loss. We should see blood.
It should
Yeah,
be cool.
wouldn't he
under
have
the
blood
desk.
on his own hands where he's grabbing hold of that fabric? He's touching the walls.
Yep.
He's pushing the desk around and shit, but there's no
There would be
handprints of
blood
either.
smears on the wall from his back going up against it.
Just the blood
Yeah,
spatter
from
the
him rubbing
projectile.
up against that wall. He just rubbed, fell all the way down that wall behind that desk, and then scoots
Yep.
his ass right back up and fell down on the other side of it. But there's not a drop of blood nowhere.
Now, what did it for me was the next bit. Okay, I want you to pay attention to the security guard. So there's been an active shooting in the courthouse. Okay, active shooter. Let's keep watching. Oh, I'll put it back on full speed. Sorry. Now this is showing the people in the courtrooms waiting to get back into session, what they do and what they hear. Okay. Oh. So that was three rounds, the first one, when he was standing up. 3 from that angle.
After this, can we compare it and line it back up again with the timing?
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Like that. He doesn't move. The bailiff doesn't move.
Who is the bailiff in the room?
I don't know. But he's letting the women run around and he's sitting there.
He's just chilling. He's like, what? Oh,
That was the
shit.
lady. That was the
What?
lady that was the clerk of courts that was in the room before Mickey kicked them out, wasn't it? That just walked out there. My vape's gone flat. Hang on. Prioritize. Put that on charge. Okay.
I can't believe that court guard didn't move.
Yeah.
That's Angie Fields.
Is it?
She runs. Ain't that what Brandy said?
I couldn't tell.
Somebody runs in and
okay.
turns to the right. Right there, look. The room where it happened, this room that it was filmed in, whenever that woman runs down that hallway right there and turns to the right, that's her coming into that room. That door is right, literally right there when she turns to the right.
But-
So she
but she
should have come
doesn't come
across the camera. She should have come across the camera. She should have come
Yeah.
out right underneath this camera, right there where that filing cabinet is.
You're shitting me. That
Play it
door
again.
there.
Yeah.
That's different.
That's
a different thing.
yeah, that is the secretary's desk. The office on the left there is Mike Watt's office, or it used to be whenever I was a juvenile. I don't know whose office it is now.
So which way do you go to the chambers?
You go straight through that door and immediately to the right. So you immediately turn right. You're walking through that door already. Right there on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen is where that door comes out when you turn right.
Oh, this side here.
Down here on the bottom. Yep, where your play button is. So we should see her pop out there.
No, the background's different. See that? That's that.
Yeah. That's that door that she's turning right in. Right there. That's that chamber room. That's not the chambers. That's the middle room between that office and the chambers.
This side here you're talking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, see right there? She should have popped out on camera.
What is it, Ty?
She should be on camera.
Well, wait, Ty. I told you this. I told you.
She should be on this camera video that we're looking at.
No,
She should come out on camera.
Hang on. She never comes through the door, which means she stopped at the door.
Which means she stopped dead.
And looked.
But she would have had to bow it up between the two cameras.
No, all she had to
That
do
door
was
is right there.
No, listen, when you come
That's
through
the door.
Okay,
that
listen.
shelf that's on the camera, on the other camera,
Right,
that
it's a
shelf
big
sits
bookshelf.
immediately right there as soon as you walk through that door on your left. It's just against the
Right, and
wall
it-
beside the door.
But
Literally
that
right there where her
blocks the
where her
camera
marker is.
view. It blocks the camera view. You can't see
No,
back.
the
You can't
camera's
see
on
the
the other
door.
side of it, Brandy.
I know, but if you look at the view of that room, Ty, it knocks the view of that shelf off.
No, Brandy. The view of that shelf is the camera's pointing at the door.
So she's saying the
That's
camera's
not
up.
the other side of that shelf. The door, that shelf's not blocking the door. That shelf is. Play it again. Play it. Let me show you. She turns right.
She goes
Right here.
into that door there.
The camera is behind
should be up
her,
here.
looking down on her.
That
It's
should
The
be
looking down
camera's
on his
behind her,
desk.
looking down on her. Should be looking down. Look, but
Because
look,
you
keep
couldn't
playing
see
now.
Mike, you
Hiya,
couldn't see
hang on.
Mike Watts a while
So-
ago.
no, he left. But the camera should be inside the room here. Is that right? In that corner.
Yes, it should be up here on the other side.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That's what I'm saying. The camera should be on the other
But
side
she
of that
should
shelf.
be-
The shelf's not blocking it.
The
That's
door
not
is
what's blocking
here.
her from being on camera. She stopped. She bowed it up and didn't go in there. Either that or they cut the fucking camera footage.
That's what Sarah
Because
thinks.
look,
She's
she
in the
goes in
courtroom now.
there. She went
She should
in.
be in the chambers now.
She didn't stop in the
Okay.
doorway. She went in.
Okay, they never showed her in there.
No, that's what I'm saying. And that shelf, see right there, stop.
252.
That shelf right there,
The
that's on
door's
the
right
left-hand side of
behind
the
it.
door. Not
door's
behind
right-
it. No, it's not.
The
The
door's
door's in
here.
front of it. The door's
The
in front
door's-
of it.
That's
Oh,
the
the
door,
door's
yeah.
right there. Right, Jody's
Right
pointing
here?
right where the door.
Yep. So
Well, the
she should have
timestamp
popped
didn't
out
change.
right there.
Timestamp didn't change.
Her head should have popped out right there.
She did. That's what I'm saying. She did.
252. The timestamp
So did they
does
cut the
not
camera
change.
footage or bring footage from a different time? And she did. She went in there.
28.
She
Okay.
didn't.
That lost 5 seconds.
Okay, that would have put her right as Mickey's walking out then.
Yeah.
Her
So-
walking in right behind me.
It went from 252 and 28 to 252 and 33.
She would have come through that door as Mickey was going out the other one.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yes. And we should see her right there because that door is on this side,
I
not
know,
the
but
other
she,
side.
you can
He's
stop
jumping
on
And
into
then
the
it
he
right
turns
now.
around and comes back. So if she was still standing there, he would have
She
either
would have seen-
reacted or he would have seen that she was what? Not a threat. Because he kept moving forward. He didn't even fucking hold up. He didn't halt. He didn't, hey, wait, what you doing there? Nothing.
No.
He goes about his business. So did she leave? Did she turn around and go back out? Or is she still standing there? Between the cameras.
Not my phone.
Oh shit. Why is it blurred out now?
I've actually got a better one.
If
get
it
my
was,
version.
well,
Hang on.
even blurred out, you would see color on the floor.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
the thing is too though, you can still see him moving and wiggling all around. In the one that's not blurred out. You see him pushing them toys and shit around. He was alive. He was alive when that other fucking security guard came in and holstered his gun. You can see him moving the fucking toys and the chair around.
Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins point his gun directly at District Judge Kevin Mullins. Mullins is seen on the ground with his hands up and turned away from Steins before the shots were fired. Steins has been charged with murder in the September 19th shooting of Mullins. The next step in the trial is for a grand jury to consider whether to indict Steins.
802,000 to 817,000 by 12 o'clock last night.
What was that?
Oh, what?
Oh, you weren't talking to me.
No, it's okay. I hit my leg, hit the button.
All right, now I want you to watch the security guard. It's been a minute.
Here in a minute, we can go back to that first video when everybody was still sitting in the office.
Okay.
See, you see
All
where
right.
he comes in that door before that shelf.
Yeah. Hopefully this shows.
So
It.
she was just either standing there or she ran in and ran back out before Mickey turned around. Because if Mickey had turned around and seen a person standing there, you think he would have went on about his business
No.
like he did?
He would have if it was one that was in
If
on
it was
it.
somebody he knew, yeah, was in on it. That's what I'm saying.
All right. I want you to watch this security guard. Hang on. I'm gonna
He
slow
would
it
have
down.
noticed her there. It's what I mean. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he would have seen, oh shit, somebody's standing there.
Yeah. All right. Watch this guard. Okay, he's got his hands together at the front, and see
Holsters
that?
his gun as he's
Okay,
walking by.
so you are a security guard. You've just heard 9 shots, and you casually glance behind the desk to see a judge with 9 bullet holes, and you do what? You holster your fucking gun and you keep
Exactly.
walking,
Like nothing happened.
and not even a shocked expression, just casually glanced, didn't even hesitate to
Just
stop.
Strolling
No,
along. Another day
rendering
at
of
the
aid.
office.
No rendering aid, nothing.
Oh, wait a
Nothing.
minute. Look, that quilt's still touching the
No
ground.
triage. That quilt
Is
would have
anyone
been
know
soaking
the quilt's
liquid
still
up.
there? Is it
Listen,
still up?
I encourage you all to go do a science experiment. Grab you a piece of white fabric or a paper towel. Take a plate, put you some red food coloring on it, and dip the end of your fabric in that food coloring and see what happens to it.
It won't absorb 5 liters. No way. Mm-mm. And definitely not in that time frame either.
Well, we
That
know
was
there
a minute.
wouldn't be brain matter or anything like that. I don't mean to
Well,
be like graphic
I
or
mean,
anything,
I
but
think there would
because
be at that point blank of a range. I think there would
could be brain,
definitely be
yeah.
brain
Would
matter.
have been
Well,
all upper body shots.
Remember
how
when
do you
Wanda
take
shot himself in a car and it fucking blew his brains all over the goddamn
how well see
fucking roof
all
of the
of
car
us
back seat? We had to burn the car
see
because there was
all
so
of
many
us
brains
has
in
had
it.
family members that have unfortunately done things,
Committed
you know,
suicide.
to
And
themselves
yeah,
and things. So, you know, we all
we've
realize
seen a
what
lot
we
of
had
death.
to clean up or what we seen getting cleaned up, and we know, but you know, there was an open casket with 9 holes from a .40 caliber what did they piece together? I mean, what you see what I'm saying?
Nothing
What
here
was
is making sense to me at this point.
what was
let's
there
go.
left to put in a casket?
So, all right. We obviously you haven't seen our previous videos on this, Edith. So, basically, three days before the shooting. No, sorry, not 3 days. For 3 days prior to the shooting, Kevin was on. Where was he? It was
The
off on a.
mental health.
No, he was with the feds.
Oh yeah, that he got pulled off the bench.
Pulled off the bench for 3 days and was with the feds.
Yeah, I
Came
reckon
back.
the marshal.
Came back the day before and acted like nothing.
Nothing changed.
Everything was
Nothing happened.
as it goes.
Yeah.
As business goes.
Plus,
Yep.
during these 3 days, you've got him. You've got these 3 days. Mickey was doing the deposition.
Yep. Hyper anxious. Friends taking him to the doctor the day before.
Is that the same 3 days that Kevin was gone talking to the marshals?
It happened.
The
Let's see. The
days
day
that
they
Mickey
took
was
him
recording his
off.
deposition?
The day that they supposedly took him off was the same day that Mickey started his deposition.
Oh.
So it was 3 days before.
Everything aligns. I swear, it's 3 days. 3 days. There's so many little coincidences in that 3-day time.
33. Funny that they're all Masons.
Really? They all Mason's numbers. Fuck. So
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that right now. I'll be
yeah.
sounding crazy. We'll save
That's
that for a
that's another
conspiracy
video, 'cause
episode. Yeah, that's a whole deep
there
dive.
is so many facets to this case. So basically, what we believe is that because the corruption goes so high, it goes all the way to Andy Bashir, and it has done for 60 years. So the good old boys
And beyond to his dad and
from the
on and
coal mining
on
days,
up the line. Yeah, up the lineage.
Yep.
Andy, much
So-
like Kevin, was fulfilling a position that was already created for him.
So we believe that Kevin's actually been taken into witness protection, but he had to publicly fake his death to be able to convince everyone that he was. And yes, Mickey is in on it.
My kind of thinking was they
But I don't
knew
trust
that
him, and I
during that
feel-
deposition, it was going to be brought out again, Sabrina's testimony. And in her testimony, she said she had seen videos
Explicitly
of
that
the
Kevin
judge.
was, yeah.
So
And at this point, she was what, the second or third one that had mentioned his name?
she was
Because Jen did.
she's the second. I don't think the first person did.
And Lexi ended up dying before hers made it to the Attorney General.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what
But
they're
it
talking
wasn't like
about
this
is-
was the first time he'd ever been accused of such a thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
right.
Ben
Well, I
Field-
was saying that, because this was going to be brought out again, because it was brought out during Ben's trial, but it was going to be brought out again in, tape deposition by the county sheriff.
Yep.
So if he knew any wrongdoing on Kevin's part, he had to tell, he was supposed, I'll put it that way, he was supposed to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Under oath, and they were shitting bricks, to put it
Yeah.
mildly,
So what we believe is that yes, they've taken Kevin to witness protection because he's taken a plea deal
And this
because they're
comment,
after the higher ups. Mickey is in on it. Sorry.
yeah, that where he says Mickey, he's asking, is Mickey in on it? He'd have to be, right? So he's going to purposely go to prison for what exactly?
Yes.
And
Well,
I think
listen,
that
he
comes
thought-
down to the
Hang on.
threat against his wife and daughter. I think they
Yes.
threatened his wife and daughter, and that's why Mickey said,
But
yeah,
I do
I'll help you do this, and I'll go to prison
but,
if you'll leave them out of it.
but I
That's my
do
theory.
feel that Mickey thought he was going to get to stay at the Chateau Letcher
Right.
County
County
But
Jail.
it would never go any farther than the Letcher County Jail. He'd be released
Yes.
and then bang,
Yes.
boom,
6
Yes.
months.
said and
Yes.
done.
Yeah.
He thought he was doing Ben time. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to
He
do
thought he was doing
Chateau,
bedtime.
He's safe
Chateau
better in better
Benfield
hands
time.
at Leslie County, though, in the meantime.
Well, I don't know. With what I've seen here lately with numbers and things like that, I don't know what half of these other counties ain't rattled right up in it, because
I
where
mean,
do
I'm
they
sure they're
send?
rattled too, but I mean, as far as jails go, Leslie County does a good job. They have medical care, for one thing.
I
They've got
know,
a
but
nurse on call 24/7, and you
who
get to
does
see a
Letcher
doctor.
County, when they get in trouble with an inmate, or an inmate has issues that they can't handle there that they're
They send
supposed
to
to,
Leslie County.
they
'Cause they're
send them to
next,
Leslie County.
but there's a reason. They're the
That's
next
the whole
Class
point.
C
There is
facility.
no evidence.
They're
No,
the next Class C facility over. So usually by the time you're already in a hot mess with Letcher County, you're already timed to be classified and sent off to prison.
Yeah.
So they just send you to the next county over for them
well,
to do the work.
no, what it is, well, this is the way it was with Caleb, or anyway, with him, they couldn't offer him the classes he needed. So Leslie County can't. So they kept him right up till time of release, and then they send them. They get all the money they can while they're there, and then they send them there the last leg of the journey to get their classes and to get things lined out for release. They send every one of you all off right before you're classified or whatever, but they'll hold you down there until.
Yeah, because, and that comes back to the whole point that we were making the other day, that Letcher County is not a Class C facility. They can't classify you, and you can't take classes there because
Which
they are
means
not a
they
Class C
can't
facility.
offer the
That's why
programs
once you're
that they're
sentenced,
offering.
you have to be shipped to somewhere else, whether it be Leslie County, Clay County. There's a lot of places they send them. Wright County takes them sometimes. But Leslie County is one of the more desirable jails to be at if you're an inmate, because you have more rights there. You have people who, I mean, you get an MP3 player, you get to work, you get classified, you get to take classes, and you get E6. I mean, what's not to love? You know, if you've got to be fucking locked up, it's a better place to be. But that's what makes me worry too, that they're not planning. Like, if they told Mickey, like, or whatever, if he was expecting to go to the jail, like down to Letcher County, do his 6
He was
months in
absolutely
time
expecting it.
or whatever,
Yeah, he
and
was.
expected to walk out.
Yeah.
They fucking tricked his ass, because when you go to Leslie County, like, that usually means you're going up river.
That's why he didn't want to go.
You're going up river. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I just want to address this. You're telling me that 9 bullets would not leave at least one drop of blood on that wall anywhere? Not one.
I know.
What can I say?
Right. I mean, the floor's white,
And
the
then
walls
what's
are
this
white.
bailiff? So
It's
would
not
you
letting my
react like
comments
that?
go
Would you
through.
react like that if you just saw a dead person with 9 bullet holes in them?
Especially
My
in a
first
county that
instinct-
never would see anything that, like, we're a small town. There's not a lot of violent, so I would have been freaked out. I'd have walked in.
I think my
Yeah.
first instinct
in
would
with his
be to
gun
look
drawn.
behind me and look ahead of me and see
Fucking
that
hell,
if I wasn't in
it's an active-
immediate danger. And
it's an
then I
active
would go and
shooting.
check his pulse. And then I would put compression on the wounds to try to stop the
Well,
bleeding and save his
yeah.
life. Even
But
as much as I
No.
hate him, that's how I would react. I would
he's
still
trying.
fucking put pressure on his wounds.
Well,
Because he's still back there moving and wiggling.
Well, see, that guy's trained to do that, but he's also trained to be
Got to make the site
security.
safe.
Right. So, but when you got an active shooter, you're not to holster your gun.
No.
That's
Right.
just
How you going to keep everybody safe if your gun is holstered?
because
He
he's
doesn't even
Barney
pick up
Fife.
his step. Nothing.
He probably ain't got
Barney
bullets.
Fife.
Y'all. He's probably Barney
Right
Fife.
hand.
Ain't got a bullet.
There we go.
Tell me your
What's the
security is
left
not
reholster
competent without
right
telling me
there?
your security is not competent.
He swapped it from right to left, and he's reholstering it right there.
Yep.
Huh.
And see, the door to exit is to his right.
Yeah, out there and
Yeah,
then to the right.
that goes out
Yeah.
into the courtroom.
What's to say there's not the shooter in the next fucking room?
Exactly.
Right. Exactly. They haven't apprehended anybody yet.
No.
Unless
No,
they have a
you're
live
right.
feed of this video into one of
been
their
a minute.
police stations where they seen what happened, then they wouldn't have even
More.
known who the shooter was at this
Oh,
point.
It's been
shit.
a single minute since the shooting happened. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Oh.
And he's
So
holstering his fucking gun.
the only way they would have known
Oh,
is
no.
if they saw it happen. That's the only way they
Or
would have
they
known
knew
that they
about
weren't
it.
an active shooter still in the building.
He's got his gun in his hand. See it? And his right hand there. Pops up to
Oh,
the left,
shit.
and reholsters right there.
Reholsters on the left, keeps moving.
Now let's clip it.
Clearing,
See
checking.
that?
Now, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I
Clip
would have
it.
done. I would have went ahead and checked
Put the
first. Check the
clip on.
rooms around me.
Did you see it?
No,
When he holsters the gun, he actually clips it shut.
Yeah, that's
Ready?
oh,
The holster goes
yeah, that
in,
was
then he gets the clip,
Lock.
flip it over. Oh, I missed it. Sorry. Oh, shit. Too far. So it's in his hand, 2 hands. Right hand now. Here. Stops it. Left here. Holsters here.
Brandy, something you said a
And
while
clips
ago.
it there.
Brandy said that she couldn't see Mickey just shooting and killing somebody in cold blood like that.
No.
Okay, me either. Me either. Like, from what I know about him, I don't know him well, but from what I know of him, like,
Sarah
me either.
even said her either.
So, something that Ron Couch here just said, he said Kevin is dead and Mickey is going to jail for life.
Well, we'll soon see, won't we?
So, here's the
I
thing.
don't even think there'll be a trial, to be honest.
Nope, I don't
Here's
either.
the thing.
No, it'll be a plea deal.
No trial.
They've got
Mickey
too much to
would
lose.
give his life for his wife and children, though, I think.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he would agree to such a thing if it meant keeping his wife and child safe.
Yep.
But no, think about that, Ty. He would have told them immediately, I'm taking care of this. I would tell my wife, get you and my kid out of that county, as
Yeah.
far away from that county as you could get. Just
The
go.
first thing he said was, they took my wife and child.
I know, but I'm talking about after all this is said and done. You think he would have said, all right, I'm doing this. I did whatever. He would have
How's he
looked at his
supposed to tell them
family
on a
and said,
recorded line?
no, all
From
he'd
this
have to
point
do is
on,
say,
he's
you need to get
monitored
out of
them.
that county. You need to get out of that county. You all aren't safe there. That's it. And
I mean, but we ain't got no proof that he didn't say that.
Amanda says, what
You
else
know?
was going on in the town that day? Was this a distraction for something else going on? I don't
Just
think
the
there was anything.
depositions and things.
No, the deposition was 3 days before
That
that.
was 3 days before. Like, there wasn't nothing else, like, that I know of that was happening.
They-
Do you, Brandy?
Where were they held?
Mountain Heritage was about to pop off. But that's just
Yeah.
fun times, Mountain Heritage. So,
Where were the depositions taken?
probably right there in that chamber nearby, one of them conference rooms.
I
Possibly
don't.
at
I know
one
that.
of the attorney's offices. I don't know.
See, I thought it might have been out of town because
I
where
thought so
Daniel
too.
Dawson was on Zoom instead of being
Yeah.
there.
Yes. And he wasn't there in his professional capacity either. He wasn't employed by anyone.
Right.
He wasn't representing anyone. He was there
Nope.
just to put the pressure on and make sure that Mickey didn't say anything.
Right. He wasn't even, because Mickey's personal attorney was there, but he had no reason. Really, I don't even know why they even let him listen.
Who?
Daniel Dawson.
Daniel.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like, what
But that's how
reason did he
much
have to
sway
be
he's
there to
got.
begin with?
That's how much sway he's got.
See, that's my thinking on it.
But
Because
see,
it's,
yeah, and
cool.
that tells
was
me,
right.
like, what the fuck was he so concerned about it for then?
we
This is
know
the
why.
You know what I mean? I mean, I know why he was concerned. We know why he was concerned about it.
Yeah.
But, like, for the public who are like, well, if he didn't have no reason to be there, why would he be there? Because he had a stake in it, in the outcome,
Yeah.
in
Because
the
Daniel,
implications.
his role is in the family court, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he was a family court
He's a
commissioner.
divorce attorney too. He did
Yeah.
my divorce.
So he had no jurisdiction, no reason to be there. It wasn't even his-
No. None really.
He wasn't representing Mickey in any capacity.
No.
Okay,
Just,
so why
just
was
a
it
friend.
why was it that he was inserted into it to tell Mickey to go take the money out of his bank account, deliver it, and then go kill himself? Why
Well,
did
see,
he do
you've
that if
also
he had
got-
no
no.
stake in it?
If you start the deposition and you start listening to it, first set of maybe 10 questions, Mickey's answering them off right, just, kind of goofy like, but he's answering them. Well, you hear, they need to take a break. Need to take a break. And the one that called the break was Daniel. They come back in to resume questioning, and Mickey had amnesia all of a sudden. Everything was answered with, I don't remember. I can't remember. I don't know. I don't remember. You know, things like that. So you go
You
from
think
him
Mickey
on-
went in thinking, "Oh my God, this is it. I get to tell them finally what these fucks have been up to," and then Daniel's like, "Nope, shut it down."
No, I think they were holding his child and wife against him since that. I think that they had laid the threat in there.
That might be when the threat got laid. You are
And-
correct. I bet.
And he's had all that time to think about it. Did I say the right thing? Did I say the wrong thing? Did I piss somebody off? Did I make this one mad? And maybe he was going around town when they said he was trying to find Daniel. Maybe he was trying to find him to see, you know. And when he did find Daniel and Daniel told him that, I'd say he probably thought, well, shit, you know.
Yeah.
What,
Better do what they tell me.
you know, because I think the threat was firmly placed before the deposition.
Absolutely.
And I think Daniel was just there for, you know how, like a placebo effect almost, you know, but he was sitting there just to look at him to say, I'm listening, you know, I'm listening to what you're saying, you know, kind of that extra threat, you know. Because, you know, why would you tell someone to go do that to themselves? You know,
Yeah.
it just, you know.
Who was that? What was the name of the other content creator? TK Biz or something? What was
Tabias.
Tabias.
just
That's what
K Biz?
Tabias
One word?
TV. Yep, Tabias TV. TAYVIZ
Oh,
TV.
TAY.
He's another good content
He is
creator.
a good creator. Yeah,
Really good.
I was
he
having a
really
look.
is.
I want to have a look and see because he's got the audios of the interviews, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that Jason Nichols audio. And I did have access to it, but I don't think it's stuck on my other phone, and I can't figure out how to get it off there since the other phone's busted. So I need to maybe email him and see if I can get my link refreshed. Maybe I don't know. That might help.
Oh.
Oh,
We've
what?
got a. Oh,
What?
cool. The behavior
What?
panel did a hang on. The behavior panel did a body language analysis on this.
What's
Oh,
the
you did.
behavior panel?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I love the behavior panel.
Oh, so do I.
Oh my God.
I am unfamiliar.
Oh, they're
It's a
great.
group.
Educate
Jason
me.
Hughes is part of
Okay.
it, and he's amazing.
It's a group of, like, say, ex-military, ex-CIA, what is
Behavioral
it?
specialists, interrogationists.
They do all the, you know, they build all the models to how you can interrogate and do things. And so they take all of their 4 gifts and put it together,
Yeah,
and they'll
give their
take a
opinions.
case. Yeah,
Yep.
and they'll give your opinions on if they were lying or
Yeah.
if
Oh,
they,
okay.
Showing signs of deception.
yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
I
And this is
love
one of the
watching them.
founders. So they're all body language experts. And one of them does language skills, and that they're all, yeah. But this is
Check, you'll see in just a minute into the other room when he turns around and looks.
I gotta slow that. Let's go back to the start. All right.
He makes a threat check. You'll see in just a
Ah,
minute into the other
sorry.
room when he turns around and looks.
Stop. Okay, with 3/4 speed. See if that works.
Then he goes back and he makes a threat check. You'll see in just a minute into the other room when he turns around and looks. And that threat check is to make sure it's okay that he can do something. That there's nobody
Okay,
there
let's go
to.
full screen with the video. I don't want to miss a bit. You and I are on the screen, but let's go full screen with the video in the
Okay.
middle so I can really understand what you're saying and see the small details.
There
Keep
he
going.
is.
Okay, that was a
Hey,
threat
man,
check where he just
he's
looked
just
out the door there. And I believe
at
it
Kevin.
might have been the sheriff that was telling everybody to
Goose
leave.
bastard.
Maybe the judge. Everybody
Goofy.
quits fairly quickly.
Goofy as hell.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I actually agree with this guy. I said that before. Now I've never seen this. I have not seen this. I saw that he was an expert, and I was like, okay, we're gonna tap into this real quick.
I think he's just pulling his pants up.
Honestly,
I ain't seen this.
I literally said that. Like, I don't think the judge told anybody to do anything.
No, it was Mickey.
Okay.
Mickey.
But then I thought, well, maybe it is the judge because they're not doing what's called threat checks, making sure everything's okay. They're not afraid when they leave, and they're in a hurry, but they're not afraid when they leave. They never turned around and looked as they left. Now, see,
remember, even though he's saying that, but remember, the judge and Sheriff Steins are cool. They've been friends.
I know this is obviously a very crappy situation.
Oh, that was really, really bad clickbaiting. There was no analysis there, for fuck's sake.
Keep going. Keep going. I'm sure he tied it together, Jody. I'm sure there's a reason.
No, she did. It's another short.
Yeah.
Oh, it went to the end of it? Okay, it's that whole episode then. He clicked. There should be a link right in within that
and he makes
short.
a threat.
Well, he done an
Usually
interview
embeds
with
one.
He done
like embed the link to the full length video.
He done an interview to the Natasha Bedingfield.
Yeah.
Bedingfield.
Wait,
she did someone that does it with Allison. Allison will come on and do legal analysis for her.
Banfield.
Yeah. It was an interview that she had done with him about like what his interpretation of, what was going on in the room at the time.
He's got a whole episode that breaks that down though.
It makes sense. A lot of stuff makes sense now. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, there's a lot of things making sense.
2 and 2's coming together on something earlier that we talked about, and I'm writing it down.
Okay.
So we remember it. Because you know me, I will forget.
Damn.
But like we was talking earlier, in that whole situation of them coming, you got people coming in and out of that room, before and after, and then even, and
ooh, look at that, what that comment says too when you get done.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't.
No, I haven't watched it lately. I probably should.
What's it say?
Maybe we should go do that. He says the guy was talking about abuse in jail, and supposedly a cop was with a lady for 3 hours. She passed. The guy said the cop was supposedly responsible.
Is this one of the recent ones he's put up?
And she was talking about Crack 40 TV doing the report on it.
Huh.
Oh, here's a new theory I hadn't seen before.
What?
I don't know. That baby looks just like fucking just like Mickey. She looks just like her daddy.
No, there's nothing going on there at all. Mickey's wife is one of the sweetest people. I mean, she really is.
Yeah. I think he showed him something possibly.
I think that Clark took Mickey to I think he was taken to be shown this is what's gonna happen. You don't do what you need to do. Because you gotta understand those deliveries started during the flood, and they would deliver all day long, because you got to think everybody in the county at that time, none of us had even homes to live in, let alone kitchens to cook in. So the deliveries dwindled down, but even at that time, they would do deliveries all day. So a day that there wasn't an all day delivery, just one, I don't You know,
One
there's
delivery, 2 meals. It don't fit nothing.
and then nobody
Normal.
nobody
It don't
nobody in
fit
the
nothing
county.
normal.
Listen, as little as our county and as much as people talk and as the way we are with each other, do you not think by now the family that he delivered to wouldn't have come forward and
Yeah.
said
Yeah, I do.
they
I think they would
delivered
have spoke
to
up and said, yeah,
us?
that was us that
That was
delivered
us.
those 2 meals to. So who the fuck
Nobody.
was it?
Nobody has come forward. Nobody said I got a delivery that day. Nobody said I got my meal that day. Nobody, we've asked.
Yeah.
So I'll throw it out there right now. If you was the one and got the delivery that day, hey, shoot a line, say hey. But
Right?
we've not heard
Prove
anybody.
us wrong.
Yeah,
Prove us wrong.
there you go.
Y'all, I'm starving. I gotta find some breakfast.
What up, though, everybody? It's your boy Tay Biz. We are here in the building. We have a special night tonight, man. Special treat tonight. I want to welcome everybody to Tay Biz TV, and thank you so much for being a part of Biz Nation. We are here tonight to discuss some things, man. We are still on the trail of the Mickey Steins, Sean Mickey Steins, Judge Kevin Mullins case, how the corruption of Letcher County is actually kind of connected to what is going on. What have we seen thus far? We have seen video footage. We have seen video footage of not just the shooting, but an exchange. So we take a look at this real quick. It's been a minute. On a live, watching your playlist on this channel, we are for coming through. Shout out to
who was that?
See what we got going. Come on in, take off your shoes. Take your shoes off. C. Hatfield. I'm so glad I found this channel through Hillbilly Crime. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Hillbilly Crime. I've been talking to her all day today.
Footage of her husband.
I've been talking to her all day today. Email and text. Okay. We are going to we have some stuff that we are going to do, Hillbilly Crime and myself. We are going to be collabing at some point very soon.
That's what happened to
it. No, today that is what's up. Shout out to
how
Captain
recent is that one,
last night in
how recent
Kentucky.
Is that one?
No,
in Letcher,
an old one.
She's
okay.
Oh, get on with it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Also, we have Taya Adams.
Do you think she'll mind?
That's me.
So we are definitely going to be with you, Taya.
You think she'll mind?
I'm turning into my little ribbon dress from my powwow.
She drags me. She drags me into this one too, right at the end. I wasn't even ready. I was like, she's like, come here, Brandy.
Do we need to get authority for
your house? I see your closet doors.
Ty, do we have
what?
Do we have your approval for content?
Yeah, absolutely. Play it, show it. I want everybody to. I don't care if people play my content. If I told Liz that. What's the problem is whenever you're trying to fuck me up.
Doing really good today so far.
Okay.
It's been an interesting day. It's been a good one though. And
how long ago was this, Ty?
I swear we should just
last summer.
How long ago was this?
Last summer.
Last summer,
August, September, into summer.
We've just posted some
this
really
was
good
at
stuff.
Brandy's house.
Yeah, that's at my house.
And there's a couple more that I haven't got uploaded yet. So more to come.
Good. I know that you went over 1,000 subscribers, right?
Huh?
You went over 1,000 subscribers, right?
Yeah. Yep. We got, I think we're at like 1.1 right now. We're waiting for the watch hours. We're getting there. We're making moves. Yeah.
Good.
People are paying attention though. That's the more important thing,
Absolutely. Yeah. The more people pay attention, the more we can get this out here.
Yeah.
I also want to let the chat know that if you have a question for Taya specifically, make sure you put in a TA in the chat and then ask your question after that. So that way I can save your question. And so that way we can go ahead and highlight the question that you would like to ask Taya. Okay. So again, put TA : your question, and then we're going to save it. And then we're going to get to the portion where we have the chat ask questions for Taya. So let's go ahead and get into this whole thing. Okay. One of the things that we first discovered was the fact that you had the parole sentence.
Again, I mentioned it because it was the most unbelievable thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's insane.
Yeah. And so when you got that sentence, did that sentence come from Judge Kevin Mullins?
No,
Did he order
Jimmy
that?
Kraft.
It came from where?
Judge Jimmy Kraft. But then they said with the parole part, I didn't get that sentence. They didn't tell me I had the sentence is the thing. Is they told me I had 7.5 years. Okay, so I get to prison and find out I actually had 12.5. And then from there, I finally make parole and finish it, do all their programming and stuff. Well, whenever I first got out on parole, they had changed my release, my reentry papers. The one that I had from the prison has my conditions and stuff on it. Then I get out, they give me a different one. And it says that I have to do drug court, ordered by Judge Jimmy Kraft. That's a whole sentence. You can't just add drug court on to the end of somebody's 12.5-year sentence. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's something that happens in sentencing or before sentencing. And it wasn't part of the deal. So I argued with it. And I do have a good parole officer. Like, he's been really good with me and stuff. And, you know, very reasonable, very easy to, you know, get along with. Like, so he went back and he was like, let me call and see what I can do. So he called. He came back out and he said they agreed that if you would do, you have to do the aftercare. You don't have to do drug court. So I had to do drug court aftercare for 6 months. And this is after I've already completed the substance abuse and co-occurring disorders class and stuff in prison and done their aftercare and stuff. Like, I've already been through all this. So they made me do it for 6 months. I have to call in, report, answer questions and stuff every day. So, I get through it and I do all these other classes, you know, because each class that you complete and get a certificate for, it takes time off the end of your sentence.
Right.
So I did it and I served out all my time down to day 0. And I was so proud of myself. I've never felt more accomplished and proud for anything in my life than I did whenever I finished that parole sentence, because I knew I'd done it perfectly and I did it the right way. You know, so like, that's not saying that I didn't have a couple of slip ups. I've had lapses and, you know, issues and stuff all throughout, but like, I did it. That's the point, right? Like, I did my time. I did my sentence. So I go in to get my gold seal. That's what you call the certificate of completion, to show that you are off parole. And they say, no, you can't have it. The state decided that they're not going to release me until the child support is paid in full. And the amount of the child support, I put my paperwork in the videos today. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but they set on the day of my sentence and the day that they like put it in the paperwork to send me to prison, they put in there that they raised the child support and it was $246, right? And it says right on it, $40 to the arrears back to the state. And the other $200 is supposed to go to my child. She's never seen a dime of that money, ever. It takes money out of her pocket every month. So I'm paying the state, which I'm back down to 100 now. They gave me 100, but I still try to make as many payments as I can. Like, I was unemployed and disabled for a while. Like, I'm better now, but starting to, you know, get back on my feet and stuff. But it was difficult, but we made extra payments when we could. Comes out of the taxes. You know, like when my husband files taxes and stuff, like they take a big chunk of taxes for it. And still yet my child doesn't get any of this money. It's all going straight to the state. So I go into parole and ask them, I'm like, okay, this is just completely unreasonable. I call Frankfurt. They're like, nope, decision's made. Useless. They wouldn't even let me, they hung up on me. They were like, no, the decision is final. And they hung up, wouldn't even discuss it. So whenever I kept going back, like, can you at least like give me where I can do call-ins and I don't have to come and report every single month? Like, this is ridiculous that I'm still having to do this.
Right. Uh-oh. Oh, we lost her here.
I was just looking for Crack TV. There isn't anything.
It's his TikTok. I think he puts all his stuff on TikTok.
Okay. What was that?
Yeah, that's where.
I can go hunt real quick if you all want me to. I'll go hunt.
I don't have TikTok on my computer.
I do. I'll do. I'll go look. Hang on. I'll be back.
Have you got your list handy, Tyre, like your missing persons list? That might be worth going through just to have a record. Come here. Hello, baby.
It's in a box in here in my room. Dusto's in there asleep.
Ah, okay. We'll do that another time.
What do you need to know? I might be able to pull it off my head. Who are you looking into?
No, I just thought it might be something that we could probably like.
Okay, I'll pull it out for next
time.
Yeah, I'll pull it out for next time.
No worries.
We're trying to set me up a workshop and an office space out here in this building. So I got a bunch of my shit boxed up in here, sitting in the corner of my room, waiting for this floor to get fixed out here. Because as soon as I fix that floor, I'm moving my office to the building so that I don't have to be in here and be so loud and stuff. Well, he's trying to sleep for work, you know. Wow.
Right. Well.
Yummy. These are going to be good.
What are you making?
TGI Fridays cheese sticks, cheese balls. I need a snack. We got up early this morning and went and got some new chickens with the Tractor Supply. And I bought a clematis plant, a red one. So I got to figure out which part of my house I'm going to put it up against. I want it to grow like up the side of the house.
Is it a creeper?
Yeah. So it's going to be beautiful. My father-in-law's got some purple ones. And I've been trying to get seeds or like get it to like propagate. I've tried so many things and I can't do it. It's not been successful. So this morning I saw him at the Tractor Supply. And since Dusto said, no, I cannot have a goose. And no, I cannot have a duck. I was stuck with a clematis. So
right. Okay. That was the compromise.
Okay, what is it exactly I'm looking for?
Just comment.
What did what am I exactly looking for? What am I exactly looking for on Crack 40s?
What was the comment? What did that say?
Because my train jumped the track and I'm sitting here like, I don't know.
He was talking about abuse in the jail.
Abuse in the jail. Crack 40 TV, abuse in the jail. Should be your search, probably.
All righty, I'm looking.
You see his comment?
Which one?
From Edith? About that? Oh, wait, that's not the one. Hold on. Nope. I thought I pulled it up. Hold on a minute. It didn't click.
He has one about the candidate that is running for our county sheriff that I backed. And he has one on him, and I ain't watched it yet.
Oh, that's a jailer. He's running for jailer.
Jailer, sorry, jailer. But it's about him, and it's not good. And I'm gonna send it to you, Jody.
Show us.
All right, I'll send it to Jody.
I mean, if there's shit we need to know, there's shit we need to know. But Amanda had said, just because they tell us that so-and-so is going to jail, are we really going to believe that he's going to prison? I've heard that there are 370,000 indictments for Gitmo. Not sure if this has any connections. I've heard that as well. That's why I wanted to comment on this. I've heard that as well. And if you follow me, that's Guantanamo Bay. And that's where they are sending all the treasonous fucks that have been enslaving the American people for decades. Hence our justice system. So, yeah. It might have some connections. Just saying. It might have some connections later on down the line. We need to do a dowsing rod section.
This is very disappointing. I'm just gonna say this is kind of I'm disappointed, and it's the only hope we got of any kind of change. Because if we leave the same family in there, then we've got the same problem we've had going on.
Still got the same problem.
But this is disheartening. I sent it to. Yep, I sent it to you.
Show me. Let me see. My phone died a while ago.
Oh, hey, Gold.
I can open it here.
Wow. I don't know how. I've never had this happen to me before, because usually I'm very, very careful before I. It's kind of disappointed me here. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
Let me look. Breeze want me a video chatter. I just now seen the message. Sorry, baby, if you're watching, I'll get you in a minute. Only thing that's showing up.
Brianna.
Is it the body cam Mickey's bizarre behavior, Brandy?
No, it's right at the top. You'll see it. It's go to his TikTok channel. It's the second or third. It's a new video. I mean,
oh, okay. Wait a minute. I know who. Wait a minute. Or Crack 40s.
Yeah.
I'm not on the right fucking website. Hang on a minute. I'm not even on the right webpage. I don't have my phone. I can't. What, little chickens? You're getting big. I see that. Okay, give me the Wikipedia. Not what I wanted. What the actual fuck?
I had to go straight to the TikTok.
It's a TikTok redirects here.
The ticky-tacky. I used to call it, that's what I used to call it. The kids would get so mad at me. I'd say, I don't have that TikTok or TikTok. I don't have that TikTok. Wasn't what I called it. And then they made me get it.
Crack 40.
So, I don't know.
Watching news, he says. Mr. Brad Enlow. Blessed. I see some ladies' work release programs.
I hadn't looked at those yet.
Okay, here we go, Jody.
Jody's watching it, I'd say, because I sent it to her. She's
I'm
probably
gonna go ahead and
watching it.
we're gonna watch it together.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, you
Let's
haven't?
watch it together. Share screen.
Yeah, because I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I do. Right's right and wrong's wrong, but.
Hold on. Where the fuck it got?
Preachers. Crack 40 TV. Appalachian knows this.
This guy is he drives me mental.
I know.
Exclusive.
Oh, motherfucker. What the hell?
What you doing, lovey? You want to make it bigger? You muted, Ty?
Yeah. Or does she? Are we all still here together?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Everybody got
Ty, you muted. We can't hear anything when you're muted. Can't hear a thing. The share screen is muted. Your share screen is muted. Oh.
Oh, hold on. Fuck.
And if you take us off stage, you can't hear us.
Why? That's some bullshit. Hold on.
Sarah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It
Got
should
me
be
to
on
add it?
screen. Hold on.
Yep.
I think
Beautiful.
I got it. If my Wi-Fi will hold out, we should be able to push play.
For jailer, want to rip off preachers. Crack 40 TV, Appalachian. This is a in-loose pastor, Brian K. Fields. All right, world, this your boy Brad, Crack, Mayor, whatever, back at it with some mudslinging truth over in Letcher County. By God. So, Brian Fields, well, he thinks he's running for jailer in Letcher County. Well, we'll see how that goes. Well, he hired a 70-year-old preacher a couple years ago to install a septic tank. A 70-year-old preacher. Okay. According to the preacher, Fields paid him just $100 up front. And the preacher completed work worth $2,000, leaving $10,000 still owed, by God. Fields and the preacher agreed on an arrangement, but once the job was done, Fields bounced. By God, he bounced. He stopped answering phone calls, replying to text, just went ghost. Just boom, smoke bomb, gone ghost. Additionally, Fields previously worked at the Letcher County Sheriff's Office, but was reportedly fired as a dispatcher for watching dirty movies, if you will. On work
That's what he
hours.
says with a grain of
Yeah,
salt.
well, he's
He
just
says
sitting there
thinks
doing
Michael
that,
Clark's a
wait for
good
somebody
guy.
to call and say, help, there's ghost people around me. He's sitting there smacking his thing around, watching Billy and Brandy on OnlyFans, by God. Okay, so he also worked at that private female prison in Wheelwright, Kentucky.
That Otter Creek.
I'm sick.
Brandy.
Get over it. And
what is it?
It only housed mostly inmates from Hawaii. Yeah, I remember when all
Prison is that Otter
female
Creek,
Hawaiian inmates were sent down to Wheelwright, Kentucky.
where they impregnated a bunch of fucking female inmates.
Arose that staff misconduct occurred at that facility.
A lot of it.
This question,
There was a bunch of inmates ended up pregnant.
Pattern,
they turned it into a men's
questioning
prison.
whether Fields can be trusted with the safety of the finances of the Letcher County Jail, of the inmates of the Letcher County Jail. Hell, even a weed eater for work release on fucking in the Letcher County Jail systems. So, I asked Brian Fields why he ripped off Mr. Preacher Man. This has been Crack 40 TV with an in-low exclusive.
My God.
I can't even hardly understand anything he says.
So, there's that.
Hang on, I'm just seeing if I can find anything on Brian.
Yeah, Teresa, I agree.
Not Ben, you dipshits, Brian. Right, dig deeper. Yes, dig deeper, motherfucker. Dig.
All right, y'all.
You got to head off, my love.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should probably
It's almost 1:30.
call it.
I need to take a break.
Yeah.
I've got to go and try to get some stuff done before the rain hits.
We've got rain all day today too, apparently. So
because what he's referring to, I'm pretty sure, I don't know for certain. Maybe I can reach out and ask somebody. But yeah, there was a problem. They had made this facility, Otter Creek, a women's facility. And a bunch of women inmates got pregnant by the male guards there.
Oh.
And they ended up having to close it down. And then they turned around and turned it into a men's prison.
I don't know. It just kind of bothered me.
While I was incarcerated, that's when they was shutting it down and turning it in. This was a long time ago.
Because, before I spoke up and backed and everything, I thought I'd done all my homework, and I even asked him.
Well, the thing is, just because he worked there doesn't mean that he was one that was raping the women.
Right.
First of all, that could have given him the experience that he needs to know how to recognize such things.
Right. Well, but if you're in that position of power, then again, you got to keep those blurred lines so that you keep the law. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're you're in charge. You're a corrections officer, or no matter what aspect you are working in a jail, you have to keep that level of professionalism and ethics, because that's what separates you from the inmate, basically, and that's what keeps the whole control thing, But if you got a jailer or whatever that's as shifty and shady as your, the people they're watching over, then you're going to have problems. You run into what we've got going on, basically, when you get too comfortable with the inmates, which I'm not saying ever be mean to them or treat them wrong, by no means, but there's a level of difference that there should be between a corrections officer and, say, an inmate. There should always be that line that you just don't cross. And you don't see that very much. And so, you shouldn't be in any wrongdoing if you're doing it for the right reasons. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
So
there's something about him. I don't trust him, eh?
So that kind of makes me
I don't trust anybody that's working towards being a part of this fucking justice system, period. To be honest.
But
if y'all really think we can vote our way out of this fucking pedophilia, fucking predatory mess we're in,
well,
you're in for another fucking 4 to fucking however many years of misery.
Think about what the jail.
What I'm trying to think about is how they treat the ones they're still holding hostage.
Right, but think about
what I mean. That's why I like Brian, because
think about what the jail budget is for this year, and whoever is in charge this year gets in charge of that
budget at their disposal.
$6.2 million that so far has just been disappearing in the thin air. So it's more of not a battle to win jailer. It's a battle of control of $6.2 million.
The money.
There you go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, you want somebody that you think you can trust that will do the right thing, fix that jail, run it like it's supposed to be ran, the inmates treated like human beings, and with that much money, that should be a new jail. They could redo that jail from top to freaking bottom.
They could build a new one with that. Watch what I can do with $6 million. Give me $6 million, motherfuckers. Watch what I do for the community.
Right.
Fucking tell you it surpasses anything that all y'all have done with your billions put together.
Maybe
I
I
can
need
promise
to
you that much.
Maybe I need to be a write-in candidate for
right. Agree.
I have no interest in the money whatsoever. I just want to see people treated like human beings, man.
Right.
For one,
I want to see them stop fucking swooping people off the street and criminalizing them for fucking existing. That's what I want to see.
They criminalize them for their
stop colonizing us. Stop it.
They do it.
We're not your property. We're not your fucking slaves. Period. Get the fuck over it.
But you all make a lot of money for them.
Ooh, I know. So I'm fucking fed up with the whole goddamn system. Voting ain't gonna fucking help. It's the fucking system is the problem. Voting ain't gonna fucking help, y'all.
Well, it's the only step.
It might help, like in situations like the jail, where our people are still being treated like shit, where they're still being tortured, where they're still being deprived of medical and fucking just basic needs. Yeah, that it might help that, but it's not going to help the fucking position we're in.
There's only 2 possible positions at Letcher County that are elected, and those positions have run for the last 4 what do you call it? Sessions. Terms, yes. Unopposed, because the entire justice system down there is so corrupt. No one is
and if you look at who was in the role before them, okay, you got a relative or Jamie, one of the Jamie Hatton replaced Kevin Mullins.
Well, there you go.
So you see what I'm saying? They climb up. They climb up.
They do. And they hand their position of power down to the next rung in the ladder, which is why Bert Sloan's brother is now doing the jailer's job.
Well, he was doing it when Bert was basically, I mean, he was hardly ever even in the office. So it's, one of them things, looks good on paper, it looks good on,
everything looks good on paper, sweetheart. Haven't we discovered that?
Yeah. So, but a lot of the people that work there, inmates or whatever, will tell you, he wasn't even there a lot of, the time that he was elected, towards the end of it, he wasn't. But like I said a while ago, that puts us in a hard spot because the one, candidate that I was backing, I thought was a good, considering if the other one you vote for keeps that same family in there. Keeps that secret in there, keeps that money there. You see what I'm saying?
A genealogy on on Brian and see where that leads us. I bet you it will lead us up to.
That's why I think crack 40. That's why I think crack 40, in my opinion, I think his information comes from the courthouse because he gets these just drops.
Yes.
He gets these drops of information that ain't going around in the criminal world and it ain't going around in our group. So where's he getting this from? So
I don't trust the thing he says. He's not reliable. He's not credible at all.
No. So, that's why I kind of, he but a broken clock's right twice a day. So, I mean.
I love that.
Okay, look, I just have to comment here. The only way voting helps is if the citizens that actually have to deal with these people actually get to vote, and we don't.
No, because that's right.
Period. We don't fucking vote for anybody that has any fucking control or authority over our lives. We don't have that right. That's what pisses me off about it. So no, voting does not fucking help. Whenever you have no fucking rights.
I
Sorry.
think the way, well, no, I think the way you're trying that people don't understand is probably 80% of the population of Letcher County has a felony on them.
Yep.
Even
And
if
when
it's
you're
a
a felon,
low
you cannot
class.
vote.
Yeah,
Right.
nobody here that is actually a citizen that has to deal with their bullshit and the fallout of their fucking schemes and plots and rehab fucking pyramid schemes and all this shit. None of us had the right to vote. Period. Haven't for decades. None of us voted any of these motherfuckers in office that have fucking taken advantage of us for years. Not one person has voted for them.
And that's another thing too. That ties telling the truth. A lot of people that are in office, I mean, like with Bert Sloan, say the previous jailer, we all had high hope in him. We did.
Yeah.
I mean, because it was like, okay,
But he didn't know what he was up to either.
And at least his wife cares about the people. You know, that's what we thought about Bert.
And
If his wife cares, then he'll probably care. Is what I thought as an inmate.
He had done and this is true. I mean, yeah, there was some shady stuff that goes on, and we've all known that. But he was, he was always good to Sarah. I ain't gonna lie. He might have drugged Caleb through the mill, but he was good to Sarah. And, I had hope in him. And then when things just kept progressively flying downhill, and nothing changed, it's like, well, we screwed up, But then by the time voting time come around again, he had already cinched, he got it again. Well, that's another thing to point out right before the incident. He just walks up and quits. He retires, which put his brother, Brian Sloan, as our jailer. That's how he became our jailer. He wasn't voted in. He was kind of
Right, like you think that the people that's in office now were voted for real? You think Kevin Mullins was voted into office? No, the fuck he wasn't. He was appointed. You think fucking no, man?
And it was,
I realize it's an oxymoron. That's the fucking point. Is that the fucking citizens don't have a right to vote? So who the fuck is voting for these sick sadistic fucks?
They are.
They're voting for their fucking selves because the people ain't got no fucking say.
Well, that's the problem. Until we can figure out and get the court system an eyeball on it and a lot, so that you guys that's got these little low class felonies for dumb reasons, we might get them turned around and give everybody a chance. But until then, you got to rely on people like me and other people that can speak out for you and be like, well, this is where my vote's going.
There's only two positions that are available to be voted upon. The rest are all
appointed.
Yes, and the two positions that you have the right, that you can vote on. That's what I'm saying. They have basically run unopposed for the last 4 terms because no one will, like the retribution and the loyalty and the good old boy system. They keep their term for as long as they like until they hand it down to the next rung in the line. That's simple as that. That's how they run it.
And then, a term is 4 years. And so you've got every 4 years, you could make a change. But when you're running unopposed, well, there's no other choice to take or to make, But they have very carefully put these people in because if you think about it, you got Jamie Hatton, his sister at the time he was running for his current office or whatever. It should be there somewhere. Angie was our state representative.
Yeah.
So
they're all related.
Also, the same person that's still like up there lobbying to raise our electric bills, ain't she?
Yeah,
Fucking
at
dumb
one
bitch.
time she was lobbying to she was lobbying for us as our state representative. And I guess what ended up happening is after she didn't win, the last election, she didn't win. She went to work for AEP as like a lawyer for their company or anyway, but I reckon her pay is redonkulous. I mean, it was in the paper that, how much they were paying her, and how it was so odd that one minute she was fighting them for us, supposedly, and the next minute she gets this cushy job that pays a ridiculous amount for her salary.
I just need to
she sold our people out is what she did.
Yeah.
She sold our people out. And
you need
then
to understand that the community here does not run like a normal community. I've spent weeks and weeks researching and studying, and it's basically like, all right, for one example. So for the Sabrina Atkins and Ben Fields case, there were actually 4 claimants, 4 of them that were running in that suit. 2 of them are dead. 1 of them withdrew. And it was Sabrina that was left to it. Now, the one that withdrew, basically, she withdrew because her belief was that there was no assault or no sexual assault made because they didn't have penetrative sex. Okay? So particularly the women of the society, for the last 60 years, they've been kept in the dark. They've not been told anything. They're not. So there's 8 programs that the Letcher County Jail offers. No one from the jail has ever been offered one of those programs, ever.
None.
The divide between the rich and the poor from the after the coal mining days, where those wealthy families they've bought up everything, so they have a monopoly. They own the conglomerate of everything. So one person owns all of the pharmacies and the healthcare system and the whole lot, the buildings and all. And those wealthy families have instilled themselves into the positions of power in every area, be it the courthouse, be it the child protection services, family court, law enforcement, everywhere. And so they've built it in such a fashion that each of them protects itself, and they're encapsulated within the law because the judges were corrupt as well. So they've written the laws to cover
accommodate.
And they even have the citizens law. Like, you can't get documents from Kentucky unless you're a citizen. It is down to
this voting thing though. Like Brian keeps saying, like, yes, if the majority of the population has the right to vote, then yes, voting matters.
But they're not told. They don't have the knowledge.
Yes, voting matters. If everybody can vote, then voting matters. But if you've got, let's scale it down, okay? Let's scale it down from a city size to, like, say, a small group size. You've got 10 people in 10 people total. 2 of those people decide they're going to be bullies and abuse and rape and kill and lock up the other 8. Then say, oh, well, let's vote to see who wants to be in office. But then you've bullied, locked up, raped, abused, and stripped the rights away of all these 8 people. Then you only have 2 people left. Of course they're going to vote for their goddamn selves. That's why I say voting doesn't help. They're voting for their fucking selves. We don't have any fucking rights. I'll probably need to get off the show.
When you consider that out of the 20-odd people within that justice system having 2 available electorate seats, it's not enough to make a difference.
I'll explain it a little bit too.
Because it doesn't run like every other state.
Our county started out with, like Jody was saying, the Cole families, right?
Yeah.
Well, when the coal ran out, it was like, oh crap, what do we do now? Well, by this time, their children and their grandchildren, I'm talking about our judges, our lawyers, our county officials. By this time, their children and grandchildren had went to law school. It all went to college, all this. So what they done is you've got like Angie Hatton, Jamie Hatton, their brother Jonathan Hatton, who's a doctor at MCHC and runs the like kind of MAP program at the jail.
Yep.
See, what they done was, you know, the Cook family might not be doing coal business right now, but they've got, you know, the grandchildren. You've got one was a state representative. You've got one that was our county attorney, still is at the time. So, you know, these families found other ways to wiggle themselves into our lives and still keep control over us in other aspects. You know, hey, listen, hey, ain't your son a doctor? Would they like a job? You know, that kind of thing. So you've got them covering every aspect of our life. So we're not getting educated. We don't know that these things, you know, and where Ty gets so upset, and I understand it, is the people that are the most helpless and the most took advantage of in our county are the ones that can't vote and can't have a say to get themselves out of anything. They have to rely on me or, you know, people that can vote to listen to them, and nobody listens to them. And it's frustrating for them to go through all this hell and, you know, to think it would be as simple as if our votes mattered, I think, because our votes don't matter. It doesn't.
The concept itself, I agree. Yes. If there's a constitutional amendment, that's fine. But that, to be honest,
the Constitution
that's not the priority at the moment. You know, you've got to stop your granddaughters from getting raped. That's your priority.
Right.
Sorry.
And they keep us over here. They keep us over here in this corner thinking, well, if you do this, it will get better. If you do this, it'll get better. But it's been slowly doing the same crap, you know, to us for centuries, or not centuries, decades. So it's kind of hard to, you know, I know why she gets so wound up and hurt by it, because, you know, if it could be fixed by a vote, I mean,
if it could be fixed by a vote, we wouldn't fucking be here.
Right. But they have corrupted our system so bad, guys, that votes don't matter. You don't understand. Even if the right candidate got the votes, I promise you he wouldn't be the one in office. They already know who's going to be.
Right. Somebody else is going to be pulling the strings from behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't. The level of corruption here in HEF is 10 times worse than you could imagine. Honestly, it is nothing like I've ever fucking seen in my life, and it goes all the way to Bashir, all the way,
and it's
his
provable.
father before him.
Nobody has ever sat and looked at these documents like Jody. You know, we've presented them to other people, but they just, you know, but we showed Jody, and Jody's like, wait a minute, this just don't add up. You know, where.
And that constitutional amendment is probably as good as the paper it's written on, to be honest. It even if it did.
What constitution is what we say.
What's
you know,
what's the opposite of
not what fucking constitution? Because it don't mean shit here.
What's the opposite of constitution? Democracy.
Dictatorship.
Yes, that's pretty much what it is.
Yes,
but it's
tyranny.
Yeah, it's a dictatorship.
Because they have so much power. They own so much property. They own. They're in all of the power positions in every.
And mind you, most of that property was stolen from the citizens unlawfully.
Yes, because what they would do was the coal company. See, here we go back to coal companies. But let me
That's
explain
something else. Yeah, like we've all lost fucking mass amounts of property to this system.
The coal companies come in. The coal companies come into these poor families. I'm talking about poor, that some of them didn't have electricity still in their homes. And they'd come into these poor families and they'd say, listen, we'll let you keep your land. We'll, you know, we just want to buy your mineral rights.
Yeah.
All right. And they would show these families money like they had never seen in their lives before. You know, oh, here's $10,000. Most of them be lucky to see 1,000, you know. So you have a company offering them $10,000 and it's like, oh, that looks great. Well, they don't realize that later on their grandchildren go in to get something, say, look at a deed or something. And when they sold those mineral rights, that gave that company the right to go in under their underground, under their land, to steal all the coal, whatever, mineral rights, everything, whatever they could steal. So they just ripped these people's houses, basically land out from under them. And then you've got their wells falling in. They can't get water, or they can't get clean water. So there's all these other reasons for them to finally just move or leave the land. And then boom, they have it. The county will auction it off. And then there has been rumor here recently that a lot of the auctioned land has been being purchased by the county itself, which I think that's a problem.
No, not at all. I don't believe you're naive at all. That's not what was meant. I'm trying to explain the situation there. It's
what I was saying,
anything that I've seen, absolutely, completely different to anything I've experienced.
Well, I was just saying how easy they come in though and trick us, and take away from us. You know, at home, you lands. I mean, I don't know. Ty might can explain it better than I can.
Yeah.
Your land, that's your home. That's your existence. That's what you have in this world. And so to have, your county come in and just take it, especially after the flood.
Let me try and explain how we went through it the other night. So what I've discovered is that every single citizen in Kentucky has basically a dollar sign on their head. And that dollar sign is attached to the Title IV funding. Now, they start from school age. They were to do with the Board of Education, okay? So the county gets Board of Education grant money for the schools. But then they had the issue with truancy. So the jailer was previously the school resource officer, and he was feeding the truants into the courts, into the justice system, because for truancy, basically, or for having marijuana on them, some stupid little thing. And once they're in that judicial system, they have you by the balls. So every court hearing you go to, they feed you through. They've actually created their own programs and their own courts and their own rulings in those courts. Rehabs and stuff, because they own the building. The people that run it are part of the conglomerate, and they all have these Title IV funds. So each person, they just basically cycle them through, and it's court ordered because the judges are in on it. So you've got a misdemeanor, you go to your court rehab, they set you up to fail there, they then sanction you and send you back to jail, and it's a vicious circle. And Brandy's son went through that circle for 15 years, and because every time they get funding. Now, we worked out the other night that Letcher County Jail offers 8 programs that are federally funded programs on the Title IV funding, but they're not a level 4 facility. So you need to have someone that has level 4 qualifications to be able to teach them. So they claim these funds anyway, but they do it through the Mountain Comprehensive Medical Clinic.
Yeah,
which
MCHC.
is that one person owns every pharmacy in Kentucky, every single one of them. Every drug that goes into that county goes through this pharmacy, and they own the contract with the jail as well. So basically, they launder the money through this clinic, and that federal funding goes straight back into the jail, but the programs aren't offered. That just pulls the good old boys pockets. It lines them. They're all the people that turn the blind eye, that ignore, that do nothing, that don't investigate. That is where that money goes. The rest of them are all filthy fucking pedophiles. And because there is no incentive for the law enforcement to actually prosecute any of these felons, because they want them to cycle back through, because that's when they get their money. So that's allowed the breeding of every type of predator to just be prolific in the area. I asked Brandy and Tyre the other night if they could name one person, one woman in their lives that had not been raped. One, and neither of them can do it. And that the comment made back was which person, and which you need to narrow it down to which time. And the way that the women have been absolutely oppressed, and I mean oppressed, that it's disgusting. It's really disgusting.
It's restricting some of my comments for some reason.
Oh, it's got trigger words in the.
All I said was that's what we're trying to do. That was all the comment said.
Oh yeah, it does mind stupid things as well.
Yeah. So it's been doing that though for some of the episode, for part of it. But they said
that after 60 years, they
here we go. They need people to work to claim the right for those of us that can't vote. Like that's what we're trying to do. Like, we don't have any rights. It doesn't help to petition the state. It doesn't help to make phone calls. It doesn't help to file fucking paperwork online. We've done all those things. So that's why we're speaking up loudly now publicly, because, like, when is enough going to be enough? When are we going to realize we've been stripped from every fucking right that we have as a fucking human being?
And who's going to make the decision on that right?
And so that's what we're trying to do. Like, I don't know how to lobby fucking Congress to make them give our voting rights back. And then Edith pointed something out here that said, you need, let me find it. You can get your right back to vote. And she's right. You can reclaim your voting rights. You can reclaim your gun rights. You can reclaim all of your rights unless
you could ask for
unless you're on parole till 2099 like me.
Yep.
That's why they do this. That's my point. They have restricted me and fucking they've moved the goalpost every time I have achieved what they told me to achieve. They moved the goalpost. It's like in that interview you showed with Tabiz earlier, how they fucking tried to force me into drug court after I served prison time. And went on parole, and did all their classes, and did all their shit. They tried to force me into drug court. No, that's not how this works.
That's how they continue to keep making.
That's how they continue to keep you from your rights. Your right to vote. Your right to fucking bear arms. Your right to fucking exist and protect yourself. And you love that mountains, because we all know it's fucking dangerous here.
It keeps us all in compliance.
Yeah,
set up.
It's almost designed to strip us of these rights, of our God-given constitutional rights. That's what makes it treason. Y'all don't understand that is what makes it treason. The fact that they have swooped in, they have come into your homes, they've stolen your guns, they've stolen your right to vote. Does that sound like your own government? Does it really? That's not a democracy, people. This is slavery. I'm done.
They actually created their own drug court program in the state, and in that program they have written into
like the regulations or the rules or
regulations that once you are part of that drug court, you have no rights at all. Not even your parents have rights.
No,
you don't even have the right to keep your phone private. You know they check their phones when you come in.
As soon as
I come in, talking to.
They check their phones to see if they're communicating with each
That's
other.
illegal as fuck. Just FYI, drug court. That's illegal as fuck.
They emancipate them from everybody and sign them up, and the state owns them pretty much.
Right. Well, if you go with my child's story, he got put in juvenile drug court at 14, which kind of relinquished all my rights to him because they allowed him to get his GED at 15. Me begging and pleading, but they told me he didn't belong to me. So, okay. At that point, I'm like, okay, what are you going to do? Tech school, job training? What are we doing? He has to do something because you don't take a straight A student, a good kid, and just let him out of high school. You know, that just didn't sit right. But there was nothing. They sent him off to rehabs. You know, that went on until he was 18. Well, he got out December when he was 17. He turned 18 that January. And technically he got put in big boy jail, as they call it, before he turned 18. So they managed to slip him right over into the adult system. But here's the funny part. My kid had one, like what you'd say drug charge, like ever in like his history and stuff. And it was for cultivating. He had 2 plants. And so he got charged with 2 plants. But he stayed in drug court and rehabs and all this other stuff when, you know, technically that wasn't his, you know, it wasn't his problem. Yeah. It wasn't a thing. But I mean, there was times in his life, yes, that he was on drugs, and yes, he needed. Let me say that because I've been thinking about it. I do a lot of times. It sounds like I'm just saying, oh, nothing should have happened to him. Yeah, he did things and he needed punishment for it, but not the kind of punishment he got. You know, he's sitting there for 90 days one time, no charge. Mm-hmm. We don't know why he was in there. He wasn't arraigned. We didn't know anything. And basically they was just holding him. You know. So, you know, like Ty was saying, nothing they done with them was fair. Nothing they done was fair. Nothing made sense. And if you tell people outside of our area what's happening to us, they look at you like you're full of shit. You're full of shit. What did you really do? Yeah. What did you really, you know? And it's like, no, that's what happened. And they're like, there's more to it, you know. But once you look at it, no, there's not.
Right?
There's not more to it. These kids didn't deserve this. That's just simple. And the next generation don't deserve it. And the next generation.
I mean, I'm 40 years old. Do you really think that whether, like, if I was in Caleb's position, like if I was Caleb, let me just insert myself into his person for this moment, just to give you all like a auditory idea of how this happened. Okay. You smoked some weed, right? Which is legal now in most places. Like there's just a few places that it's not completely legal. Yep. And we've already shown that like even the womb creates a fucking endocannabinoid system. Like we know this, right? So you're a young teen.
14.
You smoke some weed at the movie theater or behind the fucking bleachers or what the fuck ever. You're smoking weed. Do you really deserve to be raped, demonized, have all your rights stripped, and left out to dry for the rest of your fucking life because you smoked some fucking weed when you were 14?
Yep, exactly.
Are you fucking kidding me? And y'all wonder why I'm angry?
Right. Yep. Because that's the way these kids have been done. You've got, you know, our friend Bree's in the same situation. You got, you know, they were all done the same way, and their heaviest charges are bail jumping or something. Just I mean, would you want to go back to that jail?
Like Ryan says, what does the amendment say? We would need to read it. Maybe the amendment needs to be amended. How about we just follow the original Constitution and be
Well,
done
the
with
thing
it?
of it
If we
is,
just follow the original Constitution, there would be no fucking need for amendments.
I think that what Jody's doing is on the right line, because a lot of people, Ty, you could mention amendment and they don't know what that is, or
okay, we have this Constitution. Yeah, let's go over that. Because that's probably significant. You're right, Brandy. Like, we have a Constitution. What they said previously here was that we have a broken system. That's not in question. And Brian, I'm not yelling at you. Whenever I get passionate, I'm sorry. Forgive me if it sounds like I'm coming at you. I'm not. I really ain't. I'm just passionate because of my lived experience. So he says, I agree with you. We have a broken system. That we can still fight. And when we do fight, that's why they're all worried. And he's right. But something that he said right before that, you don't lobby anybody. You petition the state. You get a constitutional amendment. Okay, why do we need amendments, though, when we already have a Constitution in place that already covers this shit? Y'all are fucking trying to, like, not you, Brian, but they are trying to just make us fucking lobby for this specific right, this specific right, this specific right, when it's already written out in the Declaration of Independence, in the Constitution of the United States of America.
But at the end of the day,
like, there's a reason they wrote it the way they wrote it.
listen, you have a right. You have a
It
right.
wasn't for the purpose to be amended later on as things change and people come around to pedophilia. No.
Listen, we have a right to a speedy trial. We have a right to that. So putting people in a jail cell and keeping them locked up for 90 days or longer, because we had a friend that spent 6 months in there not knowing even why she was in there.
Yep,
so
not even with an indictment, nothing.
Hell, I got one friend that spent 6 years before she even went to court.
Right. And I remember that one too, Ty. But so you got people sitting down in that jail just rotting because they want them to either tell on somebody, because I reckon mine got pulled out very often and he wouldn't.
Almost like they're trying to break you. Like they're trying to put so much pressure on you that you will fucking break and tell on your neighbor just pressure. To get out.
It's the fear. It's fearing you all to control you, to let you know we can do this anytime we want to, because so far up to this point, until this happened with Mickey and Kevin, nobody gave a crap what was happening to us. We couldn't get nobody to look at. I've been going on and on and on about this since 2006, and people looked at me like the only reason I was doing it was I was just trying to get my kid out of trouble. No, my kid shouldn't have been in trouble to begin with, you know. So, you know, it's frustrating when this has happened and they know they've got by with it.
Yeah.
So you've got a whole courthouse full of people that you probably could walk up to one and
ask got their hands out for the fucking their cut. But the other thing is, if you replace 2 of the people in that office, it's a drop in the ocean. And even if they were elected after 6 months, do you not think that the influence of the others around them would not rub off on them either?
Right. Like, even if you go in with good, full intentions of being, I'm going to be by the book, I'm going to go by the Constitution, I am a righteous motherfucker. Like, I couldn't say that even me going in to that situation and being put under that kind of pressure, like, even with my resolve that I have right now, which is fucking deep, I don't know that I could upstand that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to fold eventually.
They need to clear house, and the only way they can do that is to follow the money and expose the federal rort that they're doing with the Title IV funding. That's the only way I can see, because you're not going to change people's belief patterns and their what they have. They've basically what did I call it? Normalized victimization. That's what everyone turns a blind eye. They've been ingrained to turn a blind eye to mind your business, to not get involved, leave it,
Ingrained is a good word.
But if they saw someone raped in front of them, they would walk away. They would. They certainly wouldn't call the cops or press charges because no one will come, and they wouldn't want to get the repercussions from that either.
No.
Well, we showed y'all what happens whenever, like, a woman calls the cops. Like, we've shown examples of that time after time. You're in trouble, you need help, you call the cops. Guess what happens? You're going to jail, bitch. And your fucking abuser is going to walk time after time after time.
Let me tell you, I can verify I went through a terrible, terrible bunch of domestic violence. And I would get brave enough. It takes a lot. Because you know that if they don't do something, that he's going to make it worse. But I would call and I would ask for help. They would come to my house. They would bring two. One would take me in the house and talk to me. One took him outside and talked to him. Well, mine would leave me alone, go out there. They would leave.
Yep.
He would come back in and he would say, "You called the cops? You told them this? Okay." And then at that point, well, next time he'll kill me. If they don't help me, he will kill me.
Yep.
So you just don't call and just hope you get through it. And, to have to live your whole life like that, thank God I finally got out. But there's other women that can't get out or.
Yeah. And we're not opposed to citizens participating in local government at all.
No, I mean, if you have the right to vote, by all fucking means, please go out and vote for us.
But here's the thing
here's the thing. What happens whenever this one fails too? Because just like every other fucking election.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do? That's a good question. That's a wonderful fucking question. What is it we advocate to do? What is it we propose to do? What is it we propose to do? I mean, what the fuck do we do in this position?
I'll tell you my thing, and this has been my thinking about it, is I would give anything to have maybe a calm sit down, kind of like a town hall where that people that have heard such bad things about us our whole lives, that, oh God, don't talk to them people or don't be around them people, or, like we've got the plague or something. But if they could understand from our side of things what has actually been going on, because you got to think people like my dad, they have no idea what's going on at that jail. They have no idea what's going on in, you see what I'm saying, in real life.
And secondly, like we are not, like, we're promoting locals to participate, but they don't know that option is even available, let alone being able to understand and comprehend what that entails. They're kept in the dark. They don't know. We're trying to get the word out and educate them of what the rights are.
The fear is real. The fear is real, but it's not. Yeah.
If you're a threat to this system, they kill you. Simple as that.
Yeah. You just, you have overdose. People that's been clean for, marked amounts of time end up they find them, oh, well, they relapsed. Yeah, that's just another dope head gone, And that's kind of how they look at it. And if they're looking at it, then I think our community, has what would be.
If you try and stand opposed,
I think the community has a very different view from the narrative they try to spin from it. I think the community that are boots on the ground, people who are living, who have daughters, sons, nieces, and nephews, who are caught up in addiction. If you have a father or a mother or an aunt or an uncle that's caught up in addiction, that's caught up in this legal system, I think the people have a very different opinion of what's going on here than what the fucking the only people who have voting rights have.
But Ty, the addiction problem
that has been used as a stigma to fucking strip us of our rights.
It's generational. It's
That, oh my God, she's an addict. She couldn't have been a rape victim. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
But it's the whole addiction in our area though is generational, which means you have not just say one member of your family that's gone through our legal system. You have
Right.
generations.
There's multiple generations in every family that are tied up in the system. And the ones that aren't, the ones that don't have anybody at all ever known anybody tied up in it is usually kin to somebody that works there. Not because they don't do the drugs, just because they've never been convicted of it. Yeah. And they've never been stripped of their rights because, you know, they expect to act like drones and say, oh, yeah, he was always nice to me. He helped me get rehab. Couldn't have raped you because he helped me get rehab. Motherfuckers, fuck you.
To the cash cow, that's all he did.
Yep, fuck you all for thinking like that.
All right, my loves, I'm going to have to go.
My dogs are after, or the neighbor's dogs. I
heard that. I might try and do a Trina Sandlin the next few days. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I've got some of that.
Yeah, let's do that.
I've put some. What I did is I went back through because I got a lot of messages. So I went back through and got the ones that were what you would say, I guess, pertinent to the case. And I'll get all that over to you, and then I might have a surprise. I don't know yet for sure. So fingers crossed, okay?
Yay!
So with that one.
And Nicole, I'm catching up with Nicole and Sabrina, I think, tomorrow. Just for trying to get a planning session in place and get some pin them down for some streams. All right. So there is fuckery afoot. It's a coming. So
as is there always.
Hit that notification bell, hit that like button. You can tickle it, you can manhandle it. It loves it.
Yeah,
and
just let it have it.
Charges.
So. And guys, we aren't angry. It's just we're so passionate about it.
No, I'm angry, bitch. I'm fucking angry.
Well,
I'm angry at this point.
When you get
you can be passionate. I'll be fucking angry.
Yeah,
I'm mad. I'm mad. Man, I mean, look at what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
How are you not fucking mad is my question. Yeah. How are you not fucking mad at this point? How many of your family members has been drugged through the system and treated like trash?
Yeah.
When you know good and well that their like living existence tells you the exact opposite.
Yep.
That it's just to defame, discredit, and strip them of their rights. Get mad, bitch. Get mad.
Teach them that there is no other option. That's what they're taught. All right. To be continued.
But I'm not angry at Brian. I didn't mean to yell at you, Brian.
No. It's hard when you're not aware of the backstory behind it and the full. Yeah, it's difficult to explain, but I'm happy to do it. And we'll educate as many people as we fucking can, especially you guys over there with the rights. I've been trying to get someone from law enforcement to actually come on and go through what a normal scenario with regards to sexual assault or arrest or what the regular protocol is, because what's in place now they believe is normal and it ain't. So, but we'll get there. Tackling it one thing at a time. It's just so much to address. It's ridiculous. Anywho, keep that, as I said, keep that notification bell turned on to all so that when we do a live, you don't miss out. And if you can't be good at it. Love your mum, because she loves you. Be nice to her. That means you too, Jamison and Alicia. And thank you, ladies, for joining us again. Hasta la vista, bitches.